we're here with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Technically the finale of the game, even though it was already at case 5. Yeah. That's how that. No. But where are we going? Ah! Maybe clicked too many times there. Forgot that the left on the D-pad just goes to a different game. It's been a rocky ride. It's been a weird ride. This DLC case is coming to an end. Whales. Unrequited love. Kind of. Scorn ex-boyfriends. And all sorts of craziness. Pirates as well. They're all here on this episode of Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. I'm ready to start. Ready to get into it. Let's do it. Let's do Turnabout Reclaimed. As I assume, do the final trial day. If it isn't the final trial day, then I will go until I finish the fucking game. Oh boy. Who knows how long that'll take. Oh wait, whoops. The name thing is still there. Get rid of that. Not playing right now. July 22nd, 9:17 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. What? The ship's doctor and Azura were romantically involved? Listen, that's what we get. We really have to tell her this? Her face still looks so goofy when she does that. Well, that's my theory, but I don't actually know if it's really true. Azura would never get involved with that god-awful ship's doctor. But I do admit, they were friends. Would Azura send Dr. Crab videos, I wonder? Videos? What type of videos are we talking about? Is it getting spicy? Oh, man. Huh? Azura used to send her boyfriend videos of herself teaching the orca tricks. Oh, okay, thank God. I mean, they're adults. She could do whatever she wants, but I was gonna get rated M for mature real fast. No, a rated AO for type of game right now. I used to help Azura take the videos on her phone, her TV phone. This is an interesting bit of information. TV phone updating the court record. So wait, Summers' boyfriend has videos of her using the whistle to make the orca do tricks, meaning that the boyfriend is indeed the killer, because the boyfriend was the only one who can make the orca do certain tricks. And my theory, well, last time everyone remembers, is I believe the culprit is, and the boyfriend is, Marlon Rhymes. He has to be. He's new. He came into the organization just under a year ago. You know, just right after Azura Summers died. So, yeah. They were probably romantically involved. She died because of all of this going on. Or he killed her. He's either scorned, like, either the two culprits of both murders are different. Like, if Jack Shipley actually killed Summers for some reason back then, and then he's like, fucking get my revenge and kill Jack, which would actually be pretty depressing if true. But we don't know. I don't know. The guy didn't seem evil. Seemed kind of cool. So maybe Marlon did both. Yeah. So TV phones can shoot videos too, huh? My dumb phone sure can't. Dude, get an upgrade. These TV phones are amazing. They can even record sounds you and I can't hear. All the equipment we use at Ship Shape Aquarium is high-tech. Ship's doctor sends away for all kinds of electronics. So all the high-tech stuff is Dr. Crab's doing, huh? Anyway, I still highly trout. Thank you. No problem. Azura's boyfriend was the ship's doctor. But Dr. Crab found a charm yesterday, and he was really shaken by it. Charm? Hey, leave that alone! That belonged to Azura! What was Zura's charm doing in Rifle's stomach? That charm looked like your keepsake of Azura. Yeah, well, she did say that her boyfriend had... she and her boyfriend had matching charms. Were the ship's doctor and Azura really a couple? I can't believe it. She was into older guys? I mean, I guess that's valid. Sure, it's pretty spicy. I think Dr. Crab will be called as a witness today. There's still so many unanswered questions. We'd hope to solve them in today's trial. I believe in you two. I know you can do it. And we will, Sasha. We promise. In 22nd, 9:30 a.m. Day 2. The court is now in session. I have my red scarf and pink shirt, pink sweater. Court is now in session for the trial of Sasha Buckler. The defense is ready. Oh, for fuck's sake! Sorry. Ready. Now I'm completely thrown off. That's his game. He's throwing you off right now. That's how he does it. Sucking a hawk at you. Very good. It appears both the prosecution and the defense are ready. I always get hawks and eagles confused. I don't remember the differences between them. You'd think me being American, I would know the difference between a hawk and an eagle. That has anything to do with anything. Yesterday it was proven that the orca was not guilty and that the victim fell to his death. Prosecutor Blackwell, did your investigation of the orca pool area turn up anything? No. Oh, well, I guess the case is closed. Let's leave. Huh. It did. We found a bloodstain from the victim at the bottom of the pool. On this. Oh my! What a frightening looking rock! And you say it has a bloodstain on it? Just by looking at it gives me the willies. So we can assume. Can we assume that there was no water in the pool at the time of the incident? Very good. What a clever little deduction. Ho ho! It's nice to get a compliment from the prosecution for a change. Prosecutor Blackwell has completely tamed the judge with his carrot and stick approach. I guess I should have brought a few carrots of my own. Right. Moving along, I have prepared a witness. Buckler was the only one who entered the room when there was no water in the pool. The witness will prove that. Come to the stand, witness. Which one first, Marlon or Doctor? Doctor. So Marlon is indeed the murderer because he's the last one. I mean, they did switch it up. Sometimes they brought the murderer on first and they were like, all right, leave. And then they bring everybody else and then the murderer comes back and is like, all right, what up? Name and occupation. Dr. Hermit. Beep. Sniper, stay in there. Hey, who's that cute little creature? Huh. Such a restless bird. Quite unlike Taka, the best bird. Wow. Chalk one up for Taka. He should step her up with a single sound. Son of a gun. Dr. Herman Crab, Ship-Shape Aquarium's veterinarian. And could you tell us the name of your cute little friend there as well? Oh my god. Your Honor, please focus on the case. There's nothing to do. But it's important to learn all we can about the witness. It's a sniper. She's the offspring of the penguin named Rifle. Sniper lives in my hair. You might cause a commotion now and then, but please try to ignore her. I was originally going to call the animal keeper to the stand. He refused to testify, so I settled on the veterinarian. Oh, that's right, that's what happened. I remember now. Now tell us. Why was the defendant in the orca pool room when the water was drained? Being wanted, let me take a sip of this. It's H2O. Early in the morning hours of July 20th, Sasha was cleaning the Orca pool room. Sasha and Jack Shipley, the owner, were scheduled to do the cleaning together. During the cleaning, the pool water is drained. While the cleaning was going on, Marlin was taking care of the Orca in the show pool. The pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned. And your claim is that the victim was made to fall to his death during the cleaning. Only Buckler and the owner had the security card necessary to enter the Orca pool room. And we already know from the security company's record of card usage that the defendant was in the Orca pool room during the time of the cleaning. The witness's testimony and the record of the security card usage are conclusive evidence. Perhaps. Let me look over this again. Cleaning, Marlin. He didn't say anything unfactual, so I feel like we should. Well, he didn't arrive though. That's the non-factual part. They were supposed to clean together, but he says that. So no one besides the defendant was at the scene, and the water in the pool was drained. Uh-oh. The judge already seems to be leaning toward the other side. You have to strike fast. Your Honor, we're ready for our cross-examination now. Oh, yes, of course. Please proceed then. The power of youth comes in handy at times like these. Yeah. But how did the victim get in? I don't think we have any card usage on him unless he comes up with like, I have the card usage. It's like, thanks for not telling us that.
Hold it!
Alright, let's press every statement. Why is the cleaning done so early in the morning? Essentially the middle of the night. The aquarium is open every day of the year, without break. Of course the cleaning has to be done at night when there are no visitors. Huh. No days off, is that it? I can relate to that. Ugh, that's terrible. Yeah, I guess prisoners don't get to take days off. Things sure are different around our office, huh, boss? You don't have to rub it in quite so enthusiastically. So was the defendant cleaning alone? No. They were scheduled to clean together, but he wasn't there. But Miss Buckler said that Mr. Shipley never showed up to help with the cleaning. I don't know anything about that. All I know is that what was on the schedule. Maybe they changed plans. They probably felt awkward with each other after their fight. In any case, there's no proof the victim entered the Orca pool room during the cleaning.
Objection!
Objection! If you don't stop your yapping, I will pull your tongue out and barbecue it. And yes, I know it's a yammering. I just changed it to yapping because that's the popular word nowadays. Gah! Do you have to be so violent? Proof or none, the victim must have entered the pool room during the cleaning. But you didn't provide any! Witness, tell him why. Jack must have entered the Orca pool room. The reason I think so is because that doesn't show Jack. Don't you mean to say that the record shows both of their cards being used? No. Only Sasha's. They must have gone in together. Fuck. Damn it, I forgot the as he was saying it, I was like, wait, what if they just went in together? I could have just gone like, Sasha, after you. It's like, yeah, okay. They're just awkwardly standing in the door as she swipes at Drew. Jack's body was found in that room, so that's the only logical explanation. Fuck. We talked about this just yesterday. What purpose does that brain of yours serve? God. You're even more bird brain than a rifle.
Objection!
Objection! Witness, I will not allow birds to be belittled in my presence. Limit your despairing comments to the defense alone. It's like, how dare you insult birds? You can insult him all you want, but not fucking birds. So, I get disparaged out of the way. Great. No, that's great. Yeah. Bird lover, huh? I guess we're not destined to become friends. Oh, damn. This guy's just like, I hate fucking birds, even though they're in my head. That's fine. All I need is for you to talk about the state of the scene during the cleaning. Alright, fine. Well, I don't know. I think the two of them were made for each other. The new OTP. Maybe you can call him up after everything that happened with Fulbright in Case 5.
Hold it!
So the cleaning is done with the pool. Drained of water. That's right. They used the oyster to lower themselves to the bottom of the pool. They can do regular cleaning with water in the pool, but this was an intensive session. I never cleaned my own lab, however. That's not a thing to be happy about. Don't you think that might be you then? I guess I can't talk though. Yeah. We have a 17-year-old girl clean our fucking office, and she's a spirit medium, which is a little odd, but yeah. Sasha and Marlon come in and clean it for me on occasion, but I'm too busy myself. I have animals to look after. Like this one, for example. Such an adorable little creature. It lends cheer to this bleak courtroom. I'm glad that you're so happy. Your reaction to Taka was very different, as I recall. It's because Taka attacks us. Taka's a fine bird too, of course. Please continue, Dr. Crab. Quickly, now! As I was saying, Sasha was cleaning the orca pool room. And Marlon was taking care of the show pool. So Orla was moved all the way over to the show pool. Why is that? Well, it wouldn't do... Well, it wouldn't do to get her covered in cleanser, would it? Of course she was moved. Don't take a bath while you're cleaning the tub, do you? Excellent point. I usually clean the tub after I take a bath myself. Huh. I was assigned to clean the shower stalls yesterday. Oh. They were cleaner than an Edo bathhouse by the time I was done. Glad that you're very diligent. I guess Prosecutor Blackwell is the fastidious type. I polished it so well, I bet the inmates are slipping and sliding over right about now. Let's not talk about inmates and pool and showers. I don't want to talk about this. Maybe he's not so much the fastidious type as the prankster type. Is that somehow? I don't think that's it either. Anyway, cleaning the orca pool is just like cleaning the tub. Pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned. I don't see... Oh, whoops. Forgot to press that one. I don't see a single hole in Dr. Crab's testimony. He leaves himself wide open to Rifle's attacks now. I guess all we can do is keep pressing him for more information. Pool water would never be drained unless the pool is being cleaned. There's no possibility it would be drained at any time other than during cleaning. None. Shut down with a single word. Why are you so certain? Think about it. If the pool water were drained, what would happen to the orca? The poor thing. Whose side are you on, Adina? Exactly, young lady. Without water, Orla would be all right for a short period of time, but anything longer than that would pose serious risks. She could even die. So the fact that Orla is alive and well is proof the water wasn't drained on her. That's right. She's not well, she's kind of a little sick. She drew up something, so... The Orca pool and the show stage pool are next to each other. The hoist runs between the two of them to move Orca and the equipment back and forth. When intensive cleaning is done, the Orca is moved to the show stage pool first. So the water is only drained while the pool is being cleaned. Please add that information to your testimony. If there were no water in the pool, the Orca could die.
Hold it!
I guess you're right. Son of a gun. Why did you harp on it so? The feds loves to make fuss over nothing. You do like to stir up trouble, don't you, Mr. Lawyer? Just like this one. How rude. Don't compare Mr. Right to Sniper. Granted, his suit may look him a little like a penguin, even though he's not wearing it now. You know, I forgot it's at the cleaners. Is that what you really think of me? God, I wish Sniper and Miss Baby Chick would both stop all peeping and cheeping. Miss Baby Chick? How dare you? No, wait. No, that actually sounds pretty cute. Adina! Wow, you just got away with calling a young woman a chick in court. And baby. What is this, 1970s? Somehow, we have to show that the water could have been drained at some other time. If we don't, Sasha will be the only one under suspicion. There must be a hint somewhere. I better look through the evidence again. I have to find out how the water could have been drained while Ola was there. Okay, so the last statement, the new one that we got. Damn, it's a fucking sick. That's the 7 ass statements. The Orca could die. I wonder. Is it the pill? We ran around 4 on July 20th, but that Orla didn't need anything. Bloodstains detecting luminal are sketched in. It's probably this, because Orla has bloodstains. You know, when good old victim fell to their death. So, or something happened. And they're very recent, because it's luminol and all that.
Objection!
Objection! If the water in the pool is drained, you say the Orca could die. But is that necessarily true? What are you talking about? There's a way to let the water out without harming the Orca, isn't there? Your Honor, please allow me to submit this photograph. That and also the divider, yes. Look at Orla, just hanging out there. Oh! This is... As you can see, there is no water around the Skull Rock area. The pool in this state, the victim could have been made to fall to his death. However, there is water on the other side of the partition, and Orla looks just fine. Son of a gun! In other words, if the partition is set up at the bottom of the pool, the water can be drained without doing Orla any harm. Are you implying the water could have been drained at a time other than during the cleaning? Yes, there is that possibility. That crab is shaking. Looks like he has something to hide. Could have been something to do with the calendar note about meeting with the victim? It might. I'll submit it to the judge. Your Honor, please take a look at this calendar. Oh, you waved that around in court yesterday. No need to drag out your souvenir today. Actually, if the motorcycle outside would stop making fucking noise, I could talk about how I would like you to make note of the entry for the day of the incident. Let me see here. Meet the captain of the Orca pool at 7 a.m. This note is about meeting planned with the victim. Oh, hello, Briz. I'm just, Oh, hello. Also, thank you, Snow Monkey, for redeeming hydration. I'll drink again, I guess. Welcome, Snow Monkey. Just playing dual Destinies, finishing the final case here. Technically the final case here. What? Defense would like to argue that at the time of the meeting, the pool may have been drained of its water. I'm sorry you're at work, Snow Monkey. This is around the only time I thought about streaming. Whose calendar is that? I don't know. It belongs to Dr. Herman Crab. The ellipses made me think he was setting up for a joke. It was dramatic ellipses. Isn't that right, Dr. Crab? Son of a gun. So you suspect me, do you? Yep, pretty much. Sorry, buddy. What is the meaning of this calendar entry, Dr. Crab? Explain yourself! Fine. I was supposed to meet Jack at the orc pool at that time. But I ended up not going. Oh, convenient. So you're saying you simply broke your promise. You can't get out of it that easily. I believe you have some explaining to do. Someone's yapping right now. Objection! Your blade is sharper than I thought, right, Dunno? But your cut was shallow, a mere surface scratch. There's a saying amongst prisoners. Do not see, hear, nor speak to smooth-talking lawyers. Does that include you? If you think the witness is suspicious, show your proof. Ah! Calendar alone isn't good enough, huh? I have to prove the victim could have fallen to his death at 7 a.m. That's 7 a.m. meeting time. Let's put our heads together, boss. The victim could have fallen during cleaning when the pool was completely drained. Or using the partition. It could have been at 7 a.m. with the water partially drained. What would be the major difference in circumstances between these two possibilities? The Orla is there. What circumstance was different? The answer could really tell us something. I mean, Orla's, you know, there's bloodstains on Orla, so Orla was there. If it's completely drained, Orla's not there. What circumstances was different between the two possibilities of cleaning and 7 a.m.? The Orca was there. If the murder occurred at a time other than during the cleaning, the Orca must have been there. Oh, you're right, and that would mean that Orla witnessed the murder. What's this? You're sheathing your sword so soon? Damn it! Stop yapping to each other and show me how you wield your sword. Alright then, my sword is poised and ready. If the murder was committed at a time other than during cleaning time, then Orla must have been present at the scene. If I can prove that the murder happened right in front of Orla, then I can prove that Miss Buckler is not guilty. Oh. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, are you implying that the Orca was a witness to the crime? That is exactly what I'm implying. Ha! And how do you intend to prove the Orca witnessed the murder? What are you going to do? Put the Orca on the stand and cross-examine her. Phoenix getting flashbacks. Why does this sound familiar? Just remembers Von Karma. Oh, this is a critical point. I'd better think about it really carefully. The defense will continue with present evidence. Cross-examine Orla. Let's fucking go. If I asked Orla if she witnessed the murder, I'm sure she would tell me everything. Really? How interesting. And how do you propose to communicate with the Orca? Well, I'd have to think about that. Unlike some birds, an orca is incapable of human speech. I know that you cross-examined the parrot, but come on! No, I'm afraid I cannot allow you to cross-examine a creature that cannot speak, unless the defense has some other way of communicating with the orca. No, I'm afraid I don't, Your Honor. I guess that was a silly idea. Damn it. Please let me try again, Your Honor. The defense will present evidence. The defense will present evidence. Evidence that will prove Orla witnessed the murder. You're going to present evidence? Knowing the defense, I thought surely you would try to cross-examine the orca. I just mentioned it, Your Honor. You shot it down. I must say I'm a little disappointed. I just attempted to. Gee, sorry to get your hopes up, Your Honor. Very well, let's see this evidence then. What evidence shows that the murder took place right in front of the orca? I'm just gonna present the same evidence again. This photo indicates where we discovered luminol reactions yesterday. By accident, we got some on the luminol testing fluid on Orla. We were then very surprised to see luminol reactions on Orla's body.
Objection!
Objection! So what of it? There's nothing odd about that. As we discussed in yesterday's trial, the orca was bleeding. Traces of the orca's blood were also found in the skull rock. The orca must have injured herself when she rammed a rock. The cloud of blood Miss the Plume saw was from Orla headbutting the skull rock, was it? The victim slammed into it when he fell. Orla also rammed into it. It had been moved from the show pool. Those luminol reactions you saw in the orca are most likely from her headbutting.
Objection!
Objection! But what's odd is the position of those bloodstains. Please take a good look at the photograph. Take a look at this photo, this fantastic photo. Am I a good photosman? Is that what they call us? Photosman? Photographer. What is wrong with me today? Okay, I was just yapping in order to check the audio because I wanted to be sure that people can hear me. Just in case sometimes it's like, oh nope, we can't hear you. Whoops. Yesterday, Mr. Plume said the blood disappeared when Orla put on the hat. That testimony indicated that Orla's injuries were under the hat area. However, these luminol reactions are in two entirely separate areas from her injuries. Even though blood in water would probably just travel everywhere and would have a lot of just spray all over that whale, but sure, let's go with that. These bloodstains can't be Orla's own blood from when she was headbutting. Then where did the blood come from? It's my firm belief that it's the victim's blood. The victim was killed right in front of Orla. And the victim's blood splattered onto Orla's body. Gah! Everyone's going crazy. Now it finally all makes sense. Orla was a witness to the murder, so that's why. Orla? Something's wrong with Orla. What? You're right, she's listless, and she's sinking. There's one more fact that indicates Orla was a witness to the murder. There's more? The culprit was afraid Orla could somehow reveal what she witnessed, and that's why they did what they did. It's the only thing that makes sense. I have to present that evidence. Well, be smart. That evidence that proves that the culprit thought Orla was a dangerous witness. Culprit was like, well, just in case this whale somehow finds a way to talk.
Take that!
They gave Orla a fucking bill. The defense would like to submit this evidence. What's this? It looks like some sort of medicine. It's a sleeping drug, Your Honor. A very powerful one. This sleeping drug was discovered in Orla's stomach yesterday. The culprit tried to drown Orla by putting her into a deep sleep. Tried to drown the orca? But why? Right, don't know. You trying to tell this court the perpetrator tried to kill the orca off to prevent the witness from talking? Do you really expect me to defeat me with that feeble attack? My sword has been drawn. I'm not about to sheath my evidence now. Orcas have an enormous potential for intelligence. The possibility that Orla could somehow manage to reveal the truth can't be denied. The culprit believed in this possibility, and that's why they tried to kill her. Dr. Herman Crab, You purchased a sleeping drug, didn't you? What? Does this mean the veterinarian tried to do away with the orca? Who but a veterinarian would better know how to disguise an orca's death? He could even prevent the police from examining Orla's body. Why, you actually accusing me of trying to murder the orca? I mean, it's part of the court. Did you just kick the stand? How dare you! How dare you slander the noble profession of veterinarian? Yelled. My goodness! One could cut the tension in this courtroom with a knife. Or break the fucking stand with a foot. Yes! I admit to purchasing that sleeping drug. However, it was subsequently stolen from my lab. That's such a flimsy excuse. It's the truth. What else can I say? Any one of the crew members could have entered my lab. I guess that weakens my evidence quite a bit. Besides, think about it for a minute. Who was it that treated Orla after she swallowed the drug? It was I. But as I recall, it took you quite a while to give that treatment. You didn't even come on your own. We had to go get you. Son of a gun. You just remember all sorts of little details, don't you, Mr. Lawyer? The orca pool. Oh, gosh, the lie. I thought the judge was going to talk there for a second. The orca pool and the lab are far apart. It's little wonder he didn't know Orla's condition.
Objection!
Objection. Didn't know? That's highly doubtful. As far apart as they were, Dr. Crab still had a way to know all about Orla's condition. The defense would like to submit that the witness knew about Orla's condition. He keeps track of it. The torpedo data.
Take that!
Sorry, buddy. Time to talk about the torpedo data that you do not want it to be revealed. The torpedo. God, you just had to bring that up, didn't you? In this advanced data system, surely you would have known Orla's condition.
Objection!
Objection. Wait just 1 minute. What is this torpedo? Dr. Crab, how do you bring a weapon of mass destruction into my room? And then the torpedo, or the teleobservation real-time permanent data organizer, is a data system. Until yesterday, only Dr. Crab and Mr. Shipley knew about the torpedo. It isn't legally approved in this country, so it was kept a secret from the police. It's illegal? Dr. Crab! I demand an explanation. Whoopsie. Son of a gun! Fucking rifle. Sniper up there like, don't worry, I got you. I'm checking your head. Brainwave sounding good. Son of a gun. You and your big mouth lawyer. Yes, it's true. I'm using the legal system to monitor the creatures at the aquarium. The system uses sensors like these, and yes, there's one in the orca pool, too. These sensors send sound waves through the water to gather data on the creatures. If it finds abnormalities in their condition, the torpedo alerts me with a sound. Oh my goodness, how very high-tech! But if it's illegal, I would not turn a blind eye. This matter will be appropriately dealt with at a separate time. Now then, Mr. Wright, please continue. Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. With the torpedo, I'm sure Dr. Crab noticed the danger Orla was in. But he made no attempt to come to her aid on his own. And the reason for that is that Dr. Crab wanted Orla dead. Which is true. But the torpedo didn't give me a warning message. That's why I didn't know there was anything wrong with Orla. The sensor in the orca pool wasn't working during the police's investigation. Objection! Can you prove that statement?
Objection!
Objection! What are you gonna say, buddy? What's with him? Why are you laughing? I guess this is all so high-tech this is also high-tech Prosecutor Blackwell that it's making him a little funny? Funny. Yes, I find this all very funny. Witness, those sensors send sound waves through the water, correct? But what if there isn't any water? Then they wouldn't work. They would automatically be switched off. I see. And where is the sensor in the orca pool located? I don't know. Just someone who attached it for me. Shit. You don't know? Then I will tell you. The police found a sensor just like the one you showed us. They found it attached to the table at the bottom of the pool. Table? Damn it. Do you mean the table in this photograph? That's right. Don't you get it yet, right, Dono? The table is on the Skull Rock side of the partition. It's affixed to the bottom of the pool and cannot be moved. Oh! And so if the water was drained from the Skull Rock side of the pool, precisely, without water, the torpedo sensor would not work. Witness, when did that sensor automatically switch off? Hang on, I'll look it up. Only times lately were during cleaning 2 days ago and the investigation yesterday. Of course, I knew the pool would be drained while they cleaned it. But I had no idea they drained it for the investigation. No one could let me know. That's why I didn't know about Orla's condition yesterday. So Dr. Crab really did want to save Orla? My theory is starting to fall apart. Why would he save Orla if he wanted her dead? And also saving Orla would just have him would have her spit up the pill. Too many secrets in Orla. It's better that Orla died for the murderer, because then the murderer doesn't have any loose ends. Yes, the water can be drained without harm to the orca if the partition is used. But if the water is drained from the Skull Rock side, the sensor itself turns itself off. If the sensor was always on except for during the cleaning and the investigation, it means there must have been water in the pool at all other times. It was never drained. In other words, no one but the defendant could have committed the crime. Ah! Oh no! Order! Order in my court! This completely shatters the defense's argument. No, it doesn't. But, the fact still remains that Orla was nearly killed with Dr. Crab's sleeping drug.
Objection.
Objection. But aren't you forgetting one important question? When was the sleeping drug given to the orca? You're right. That hasn't been discussed yet, has it? The orca pool is the scene of the murder. The police were there all day yesterday. The only way to give the drug to the orca undetected is to put it in her food. Yesterday, someone gave the orca food during the trial. Someone did? I'm afraid I don't remember that. You don't remember? You're not that old yet, are you? It was the defendant. Sasha Buckler. Oh, Sasha! That is the orca that Stein's accused, is it? Wait. She's waving her flipper at us. Maybe she's sharing us out. Orla, wish Phoenix and Athena luck. Crap. Your argument is that Miss Buckler is the one who gave the orca the drug. The prosecution's argument hasn't changed. Buckler made the victim fall to his death and then manipulated the orca to pin it on her. Still not satisfied, she further planned to kill the orca with the sleeping drug. I didn't hear any reports of Dr. Crab feeding Orla. Maybe he didn't have a hand in Orla's attempt at murder after all. Is there anybody else who could have fed Orla besides Sasha? If it's true the defendant is the one who fed the sleeping drug to the orca, and that places even more suspicion on her than ever.
Objection!
Objection! Is this your first time playing these games? It is. I have played them. 2 years ago, I played the original trilogy. I believe I've uploaded most, if not all, the VODs on my VOD channel, which is in the description. It's been fun. I love these games. They're great. Even though sometimes my logic is a little slow. Well, you still haven't admitted defeat. Prosecutor Blackwell, I don't appreciate the way you only mention the parts that are convenient for you. Huh. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? The prosecutor failed to mention that Miss Buckler wasn't the only one to feed Orla. As you will all recall, there was another person who gave Orla food. Oh, you mean that person? Looks like Athena remembers now too. Congrats, Sasha. Time to celebrate. Go on, eat up. Oh, Mr. Wright. No! I don't want to believe it either, but we can't ignore the truth. The other person who fed Orla during the trial was... It's time for my theory to come true, baby. It's Marlon Rhymes! Please recall when Orla was found not guilty yesterday. Marlon Rhymes gave the orca a large quantity of food. If the sleeping drug was mixed in with that food, it could be given to the orca without arousing police suspicion. Now that you mention it, I do remember that flip-flopper feeding the orca. Not that flip-flopper, him and his diss tracks. So you remember, did you? I see the time for a true sword fight has come. I call Marlon Rhymes to the stand. Mr. Lawyer, both Miss Orca Lover and Marlon Rhymes are important members of our crew. I don't want to suspect either of them, but I'm ready to accept whatever truth you find. Thanks, man. Here, take this. That charm. It's a charm that matches the one Azura Summers had, isn't it? So you and Miss Summers were romantically involved, weren't you, Dr. Crab? What? No, of course not. I'm like 40 years old. Sorry to disappoint you, but this doesn't belong to me. At the time, I thought it was Azura's, so I grabbed it. But it wasn't hers. Now it's up to you, Mr. Lawyer. Figure out whose charm it is. It's probably Marlin's. I will. Thank you, Dr. Crab. After all, I'm interested in the outcome of this trial, too. Now then, please summon Marlon Rhymes to the witness stand. Marlon, sorry to do this to you, buddy. Your rhymes are pretty sick, but like, you done fucked up. What's going on? What's everyone making that face for? I've been watching the trial and nobody's told me anything. Marlon Rhymes, you are under suspicion for the attempted murder of the orca. I see. Well, it's already out. What? Mr. Rhymes? Is he really gonna admit it? He's gonna admit it. Like, yeah, sorry guys, I did it, and then we end the game. Fine. I'll tell the truth. The truth. Is he gonna wrap it? Sasha is lying to protect that orca. At 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there was still water in the orca pool. The incident happened before the orca was moved to the show pool. Orla killed the captain by bashing him 30 feet high, making him slam into the water. So I thought the orca should pay the consequences. He's gonna pin it on Orla. I'm sorry, Marlon. We can't let you do that. Now we're back to the orca again. That does make sense. If Norland probably does care about Azura, who also cared about Sasha. So he wants to protect Sasha, even if it means, sadly, pinning the murder that he did to Orla. So that's tragic. Did not see that testimony coming. Now wait just 1 minute. Yesterday Orla was proven innocent. Besides, you said Orla was in the show pool during the cleaning. I didn't want to sell Sasha out. That's why I didn't tell the truth. The fact is, all three of us, the captain, Sasha, and me, were cleaning the pool room. But Dr. Crab and Miss Buckler both said you were at the show stage. Well, the only thing Dr. Crab knew about the cleaning was what I told him. I didn't give him a whole lot of details either. Maybe he misunderstood. And Sasha's lying to protect the orca. She can't tell the truth. Sasha put blood on the skull rock herself to make fake bloodstain. I think it's pretty brave of her to let herself get arrested to protect the orca. Mr. Rhymes, how can you lie like that? It's the truth. Besides, wouldn't it be better for you if I wasn't lying? If the orca did it, you win your case. But what do you mean I wouldn't? No, we both lose. We originally came into this case to save the orca. Now we're here to save Sasha as well. We can't lose one of them. What? This is all very hard to believe. But if Mr. Rhymes' story is true, Miss Buckler would be innocent and the orca would be the killer. Meaning if we turned our backs on Orla, we could save Sasha. Having a witness lie to save your own client. What a dirty, underhanded tactic, right, Dono?
Objection!
Objection! Yesterday, the defense proved Orla was not guilty. We have no intention of going back on our assertions now. What are you saying, Mr. Wright? Come on, man! All you gotta do is admit the orca did it, and Sasha goes free. Isn't a lawyer supposed to act in his client's best interest? But that wouldn't be acting in her interest. Miss Buckler believes Orla is innocent. And we, of course, believe that Miss Buckler herself is innocent, too. Acting in the client's best interest is an important part of our job as lawyers. Using dirty means to win a verdict would destroy our client's faith in us. Except for that one time I had a ghost frame red, white, blue. We can forget about that part, though. I mean, it was pretty funny, though. That's right! We both believe in Miss Buckler's and in Orla's innocence. Huh? I just don't understand how you could treat a human and an orca equally. Sasha or the orca, you can only save one of them. Nah, I saw Spider across the Spider-Verse. We can have our cake and eat it too. We buy 2 cakes. I don't know about that. I think I can save them both. All I have to do is disprove your testimony. Oh yeah? Then go ahead and try. I will do just that. If I can't tear down his testimony, I won't be able to save the both of them. I have to find a weak spot and start tearing. In about a couple minutes, I'll take a break to stretch properly. I also get more water. Let me just see if I can break this man's testimony.
Hold it!
Let's press this. What exactly do you claim Miss Buckler is lying about? Sasha put that bloodstain on the skull rock and stuffed herself as fake evidence. Left fake traces to try and save the orca.
Objection!
Objection. Witness, if you keep talking nonsense, I'll seal your mouth shut. The defense supports the prosecution's idea. Okay, I can't believe we're siding with him. Mr. Wright, my testimony helps your client. You ought to be happy. I want to save both Orla and Miss Buckler. I won't accept anything less. Well, that's understood. Please continue with your testimony. I'll say in the beginning of this case, I'll admit I wasn't really feeling it that much, but the emotional stakes been hitting pretty hard. It's been doing pretty good. It's a pretty good DLC case. Fine. 3:30 a.m. on the still water in the pool. When the victim was killed, how much water was in the pool? It was before the pool was drained for cleaning, so it was full. You went into the orca pool room and saw this yourself? Dr. Crab said that you were at the show stage.
Objection!
Objection! But it's possible that Dr. Crab was misinformed, or that he misunderstood. The witness already explained this. Why are you taking this meaningless tact? If you want to play games, Sokka here would be more than happy to play with you. Ah! You better be careful how we present the witness. Taka's watching us like a hawk. What? Great, it's the opposite. A simile? Yeah. Witness continue. I was gonna say metaphor, but she said like. I believe if you say like or as, it is not a metaphor anymore. That's what I learned in schools. The orca was moved.
Hold it!
So you're saying the incident took place before the cleaning began? Yeah, I guess so. Captain, Sasha, and I were gonna do the cleaning together. It's more efficient than trying to have just one person do it alone. In the defense's case, however, more lawyers means simply more lawyers, nothing more. What? You want to talk? What you have on your side is a cantankerous bird. What about me? I'm up here all alone. Are you people done? What is this shit? It's like, are you people? What are y'all doing? What type of shit is this? Huh. You need a witness to keep you focused. For shame, right, Dono? You're the one who... What? Hey, I was the only one who kept my mouth shut. Anyway, the incident happened in the orca pool before the cleaning got started.
Hold it!
Can an orca even do that? Can a person flying up into the air like that? Yep. Of course. I've seen orcas bashing seals 60 feet into the air. So naturally, Orla could do that to the captain too. A frightening thought. And you mention it so casually, Mr. Rhymes. Well, what else can I say? It's the truth. Mr. Rhymes is claiming that Orla killed the victim by sending him flying into the air. Would something like that even be possible in the orca pool room? There's something about that statement that bothers me. Yeah, wasn't it like half drained or... And so you witnessed the moment the victim was killed by the orca, is that right? Exactly.
Hold it!
Thought the orca should pay the consequences, huh? And that's why you put the sleeping drug in Orla's food. Ahoy! Yo, 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 ho! Sasha could be found guilty if we let her be, but if the orca died, Sasha could go free. I thought the orca was already dead. Sasha might tell the truth and free herself. Damn, that's cold. So you admitted it! You admitted you put the drug in there! It might seem cruel, but a man kill an animal has to be put down. The culprit must have tried to do away with Orla because she was a witness to the crime. But if Mr. Rhymes is the culprit, why would he try to protect Sasha? I'm sensing some very complex emotions from Mr. Rhymes. I need more information before I can do a proper analysis. I'm gonna tear down his testimony, and I guess I have to present evidence. Of course, we don't believe Mr. Rhymes' testimony. But he's suggesting the murder took place in the orca pool. Unless we can disprove that, we won't be able to save both Orla and Sasha. Let's see. Before the orca moved to the show pool. 30 feet high and making him slam into the water.
Hold it!
No, wait. Whoops, I pressed that. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, now that we pressed all the statements. Huh. Do we use this again? I mean, she's low, but... by bashing him 30 feet high, making him slam into the water. All stomach gets a sleeping pill, not some kind of poison. The photo at the bottom of the pool, location splits detected and luminol sketched in. Slammed into it when he fell. Orla also rammed it into it. It had been moved from the show pool. Slammed into the water? How would he slam into the skull rock if that is the case? You try this. The rock.
Objection!
Objection. No. Was your opinion on the witness statement just now? Something wrong with it. Oh. This is my first trial in 8 years, please. Oh. Yes. Oh yeah, I was about to load this save. It's like, oh no, I forgot to save in a while. It's a good thing I did not do that. Took one penalty already. Discovered by pearls at the show stage. They're rhymes, but there's something odd about them. Orla killed the captain by bashing him 30 feet high, making him slam into the water. Contusion from the head trauma, thought to be from a 65-foot fall into the pool. Ah! Ceiling to the pool bottom is 100 feet.
Objection!
Objection! Lies are piled on top of each other. Contradictions start to emerge. This time is no different. You saying there's some kind of inconsistency with my testimony? That's exactly what I'm saying. You claim that the victim was sent flying about 30 feet into the air. But the autopsy report shows that the apparent cause of death to be from a 65-foot fall. Oh, what? Additionally, in your testimony a moment ago, you said at 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there was still water in the orca pool. With the pool being 65 feet deep, there is only 30 feet between the water and the ceiling. If the pool was full of water as you claimed, it would be impossible for the victim to fall about 65 feet, as the autopsy states. Get dunked on. Mr. Rhymes claimed he was in the orca pool room, so he could make these statements. But the truth must be that he was at the show stage, just as Dr. Crab and Sasha testified. I believe that brings us back around to the orca didn't do it. I didn't believe the witness's testimony from the outset. I'm grateful to you, right, Dono, for shutting the witness up. As I thought the only person who could have killed the victim is Sasha Buckler. The fact still remains whether the witness was the one who tried to kill the orca or not. Son of a... Mr. Rhymes is right about one thing. His testimony was advantageous to our case. But pointing out the contradiction in his statement will only drive us into a corner. As Prosecutor Blackwell said, suspicion against Miss Buckler is now deepened. Ooh. Well, that sucks. As we try to prove Marlon Rhymes of it. Uh-oh. If I don't do something faster, Judge is going to find Sasha guilty. Mr. Wright, isn't there anything we can do? There has to be a way to prove Sasha is innocent. Time to make a brain blast, Phoenix. At a time like this, the thing to do is turn my thinking around. Instead of trying to prove that Sasha couldn't have done it, I have to think about what made it possible for somebody else to have done it. As long as the crime scene is the orca pool room, and Sasha's the only one who could have committed the crime. No need for pity, your baldness. Just finish him off with a swift verdict. It appears the defense has no objections. Very well, I will give my verdict. Wow, real quick, alright? No closing statements here? Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict. But you were so quiet, Mr. Wright. Do you have something to say now? The defense has a counter-argument. You do? Huh. Pitiful. Such desperation. You look pale. You sure you're prepared to make this counter-argument? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I'll never forget those words, no matter how many years go by. R.I.P. Mia. Even though it's probably just a bluff, I give to them with a smile. What if the scene of the crime was somewhere else? The scene of the crime? Somewhere else? What? You're finding fault with the police investigation now? As I understand it, the prosecution's argument is as follows. The scene of the crime was the orca pool room. Are we gonna say that it's outside the other pool? Only a defendant and the victim entered that room when there was no water in the pool. Therefore, only the defendant could have committed the crime. That is correct. But if the scene of the crime was not the orca pool room, then somebody other than the defendant could have committed the crime. Are you sure you know where you're going with this? I might not be too sure, but I can't back down now. Mr. Wright, I hope that I'm wrong, but this isn't one of your bluffs by any chance. Are my bluffs ever wrong, though? Are they wrong, though? Of course not. Judge knows me far too well. And do you have a theory on where the actual scene of the crime was? Yes, of course. Think, Phoenix, think. Think of a place other than the orca pool room where one could fall to one's death. Then by all means, please share your theory with the court. Where was the real scene of the murder? Oh, there's only one pool left. The pirate ship. No, I mean, oh, maybe the pirate ship. The show stage pool might have been drained of water at some point as well. And if so, it would be just as possible to fall to one's death there as the orca pool. Right, Dono. Why are you doing a disgrace to your profession? I sincerely hope you have some basis for what you're suggesting. Of course I do. I will as soon as I think of something. The victim's body was found in the orca pool. How do you explain that?
Objection!
You can move bodies. You can move tons of bodies. How about if, after the victim was killed, in the show stage pool, his body was moved to the orca pool? How about if? What kind of presentation of your argument is that? You better have a reasonable explanation of how the body was moved. There is no turning back now. I have to think of a way the body could have been moved. Was there something at the scene that could have been used to move the body? The cranes! The hoist that runs between the orca pool room and the show stage. A stretcher can be hung from the hoist to move things like Orla or the Skull Rock. The stretcher could have also been used to move the dead body. Yes, if the stretcher can move the orca or the Skull Rock, it seems likely it could also move a dead body as well. Wow, somehow that worked. I might just be able to pull this off. If the show pool was the scene of the crime, somebody else could have done it.
Objection!
Objection! You desperately spew conjecture and now you even make up a crime scene? I'm not making anything up. No, he broke the chains! Ah! Oh, not again! You don't have a soul of a warrior. You don't deserve to be on the battlefield. And even your fabrication is half-baked. It's a disgrace! What do you mean half-baked? I'm fully baked right now. The hoist can be operated from the Orca pool room only. Ah, damn it. The only person who entered the Orca pool room was the defendant. So even if the body was moved, the only one who could have moved it was the defendant herself. Ah. Oh man. Well, a bit difficult to prove here. Order! So it comes back to the defendant, no matter which pool it was. I mean, I guess, but think about it a different way. Meaning I can't clear Sasha either way. What if they launched the body? They just launched the body in the air into the other pool. That is a possibility. Sasha said she moved Orla in the Skull Rock. And I believe her. So, okay. Orla and the Skull Rock were moved. So could it be possible that she moved the body herself without being aware of it? Mr. Wright, do you have an objection to Prosecutor Blackwell's claim? Wait, what if he died way earlier than that? What time was the autopsy? From 12 to 10 a.m. Oh my god, he died way earlier than this. Bruised all over, ceiling to the pool, bottom is 100 feet. Wait, what? Blow to head received after death. Oh, she moved the body because she probably... Oh, which, by the way, you should probably be looking at where you're transporting. I don't know how she just did not see a corpse. You just moved the body in the hoist and it's like, alright, just transport Orla. This is a heavy whale, because for some reason it's heavier today. And the Skull Rock, and the body, and then it just sort of fell along with it. I wonder. That's right, do you have an objection to Prosecutor Blackwell's claim? Do I have an objection to the claim that the defendant moved the body? You bet I have one. Defense has an objection. Huh. Alright, fine, let's hear this objection then. Well, my objection is I can admit that I haven't thought of one. Mr. Wright, you just felt like saying you had an objection, didn't you? Maybe? I totally forgot that I probably should have said no, because she did move the body. She just wasn't aware of it. Yes, Your Honor. Well, I just feel like giving you a penalty. Oh. The hoist could only be operated from the Orca pool room. Furthermore, the defendant is the only one who entered the Orca pool room. Therefore, the defendant is the only one who could have moved the body. Said that very fast. Inconsistency in Prosecutor Blackwell's claim. Sasha moved the body without realizing it. I admit I don't see any problems with Prosecutor Blackwell's claim per se. Miss Buckler must have been the one who moved the body. But what? He's agreeing with me? Awesome! Mr. Wright, are you admitting defendant committed the murder? No. I'm simply conceding that she was the only one who could have moved the body. However, I contend Miss Buckler was not aware that that is what she was doing. The culprit made her move it, unbeknownst to her. The defendant moved a dead body without recognizing that it was a dead body? How could that be possible? The body was found in the Orca pool. It must have been moved there somehow. I might find some kind of hint in the things she moved with the stretcher. The culprit made Miss Buckler move the body along with this piece of evidence. Large quantity of fish feeding a rifle the penguin. Not surprisingly, has a horrible fishy smell. What if the body was a horrible fishy smell? Just a bunch of fish for feeding Orla could be hidden in with the body. The body could be hidden with the fish. I mean, the fish. You're claiming the defendant moved the body with that? It might be surprising, but it's true. It's not surprising, it's absurd, which is no surprise coming from you. I'm afraid I have to agree. Indeed, there's nothing else to call it but absurd. Damn it! I've seen more absurd things. Oops, looks like I got it wrong. I should probably save, because I'm actually losing health points here by a good amount. Phoenix is rusty, it's fine. What was Orla ramming the Skull Rock? There must be an answer that explains everything. Your Honor, please let me try to give that another try. Was it? Can you open the Skull Rock? But the victim slammed his head into the Skull Rock. Did they both fall at the same time?
Take that!
The Skull Rock? Miss Buckler told me yesterday that she moved the Skull Rock when she was cleaning. The only two things Miss Buckler moved to the Orca Pool are Orla and the Skull Rock. Oh, he was inside. The body was inside the Skull Rock. I would like to suggest that the victim's body may have been inside the Skull Rock. What? Huh? Hidden inside the rock, the body would have been moved to the Orca Pool with the hoist. At the show stage, Marlon Rhymes loaded up the Skull Rock with the body inside. And then he used a walkie-talkie to let Miss Buckler know the rock was loaded. Imagine that thing broke open while it was dropped. Miss Buckler operated the hoist from the Orca Pool room and moved the stretcher. She moved the rock without knowing the body was inside. She arrived at 3 a.m. The murder could have happened at any point, and then he hid the body inside the Skull Rock at 12 a.m. to 3. Do you really think there's enough space inside the Skull Rock to place a body? The swashbuckler flyer indicates it could be possible. Oh my god, I didn't even really pay attention. Well, okay, well this isn't really that good of a view of this. It's kind of just imposed on here. Please focus on the question at the bottom of the left. Oh, who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the Skull Rock? Oh, god damn it. Oh, it says who will obtain the gold coins in the Skull Rock? In that case, I suppose the rock is most likely hollow. What's more, if the body was inside the Skull Rock, it explains the remaining unanswered questions. Such as? Please take a look at the security footage of the scene Mr. Plume witnessed. Where did the body that Mr. Plume saw come from? Please recall. What was Orla doing to the Skull Rock at the time? She was headbutting it. She was trying to save him. Oh, that's right. Orla's ramming released the body from the Skull Rock. The body had been placed inside the Skull Rock and moved there from the show stage. I assert that the real murder scene was in fact the show stage pool.
Silence!
Silence! What rubbish is this now? You don't have a single scrap of evidence.
Objection!
Objection! It's easy enough to verify what I said. Take a look inside the Skull Rock for yourself. You should find some kind of proof that the body was there. Blood fibers, hair. I don't know. Oh, that's true. Tina's twerking. Shout out Twitch now allowing that emote. Twitch emote. Twerking emotes. I didn't even know that this allowed twerking emotes. But now apparently they are allowed. Mr. Wright, that was incredible. You turned things completely around. And to think, it all started with a half-baked bluff too. Phew. That was a close one. Did you really have to add that last bit though? The murder took place at the show stage, and who was the perpetrator? It is naturally the person who was at the show stage. He's being very quiet now. Mr. Rhymes, weren't you the one who loaded the Skull Rock onto the stretcher at the show stage? Well, Mr. Wright, that's some pretty smart brain work you did there. To be honest, I never thought you could figure it out. I tried to protect myself, but I guess it came back to bite me. Are you confessing you gave false testimony before Mr. Rhymes? That's perjury! Yeah. What Mr. Wright says is true. The body was inside the Skull Rock. And it's true the captain was killed in the show pool too. What? He's admitting that it that easily? He's gonna... He's gonna still pin it at Sasha now. Or the whale. This time, I'm gonna tell you the whole truth about what happened that day. Will he turn his back on Sasha or the whale? Probably the whale. In the show pool, the orca shot the captain up into the air. And the captain came down and slammed into the water. I can still remember the spectator screams clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked. Shit. So now we're back to the orca again, I see. If you were going to give testimony like that, why did I bother putting you on the stand? All I'm doing is telling the truth. That day Sasha wanted to do the old version of the Swashbuckler Spectacular. So I suggested she hide the body in the skull rock and move to the orca pool. I was gonna figure out what to do with the body after the show was over. The orca is the one that killed the captain. It wasn't me, and it wasn't Sasha. So it was Mr. Rhymes' idea to hide the body in the skull rock? But if Mr. Rhymes is the culprit, why would he protect Sasha? False charges against Sasha would mean he himself would escape suspicion. So why? He cares about Sasha, aww. Mr. Wright, how about if you leave this to me? Adina? Do you mean you heard something? Yep, noise. Discord in Mr. Rhymes' heart. So that means somewhere in his testimony, there's an inconsistency in his emotions. Probably, now that I think about it, maybe not romantically, because he was probably with Zura Summers, but he... Or if romantically, then that's little messed up. Dude's going through a lot. His old girlfriend dies and he's trying to get a new girlfriend. It's kind of messed up. But if it's not romantically, then he at least cares about her as like a mentor type of thing. Even though he's younger, which is odd. It's all a lot. It's very odd. I don't know what's going on with their relationship, but she obviously cares. He obviously cares about her. That he's trying to get her off the hook, even if it means getting the whale killed. All right, Adina, give him a good counseling session. You got it, boss. Huh? What's this? What are you getting, Adina? This testimony is pretty complex. Feelings of deep sadness and intense anger are being called up. Those two emotions appear to be running out of control. Out of control emotions? Is that going to be a problem? We'll have to probe their cause if we want to get the true emotions in testimony. There might even be an odd or unnatural spots in his testimony he isn't even aware of. Alright, let's probe for the cause of his out-of-control emotions then. I'll explain how to probe. Let's find... Oh, root cause together. Oh, I already know how to probe. Probe with L1. Finally, press triangle probe to complete the process when the probe emotion control remain correctly. If you still haven't figured anything out, some images will help. Great. Alright. I'll get started comparing the statements with the images. Yo. Time for a reenactment. Anger and sadness. Like a lot of them. Shot the captain into the air. They're both out of control. Came down, slammed into the water. Still remember the spectator's screams clearly. He's alleging that this happened in front of everybody, but they were like, oh, I know, it's fine. Just trying to protect the orca. Oh. What could the cause of his out-of-control sadness and anger? It'd be hard to find them both at the same time. Let's concentrate on probing just one. He did make one odd statement I was wondering about. I highly doubt there were any spectators at the scene of the crime. Hey, good point. That just doesn't fit. Yeah, wait. This is... Oh, he's remembering the old crime. It might be because of his out-of-control emotions. Let's try pointing out the spectators. Just to be sure. I'll explain how the Oh, now I know how to do it. I I played the other cases before this DLC. Alright, yeah, no. Sadness. I assume.
Got it.
Yeah. I doubt there were any spectators there at the show stage when the owner died. There had been, those witnesses would have told us the crime scene right away. What? Oh, right. Of course. I just made a mistake. He's remembering the old crime. The thing that happened to his girlfriend. Okay, that made the sadness subside. So maybe the spectators what was making him sad? Wonder why he would make that mistake, saying spectators were there? How strange. The only thing I can think of is that he was mixing up one memory with another. Like he was in a similar situation before and it was deeply imprinted on his heart. A situation where an orca killed somebody. And there were spectators there. Hey, I think you know why he's mixing up the memories. The reason why Mr. Rhymes mixed up his memories is... the killer whale.
Take that.
Mr. Rhymes, I think I know what happened. Could you have been mixing up what happened a year ago with this incident? Maybe that's why you slipped and said the owner was killed in front of the spectators. What? How did you... You're right. I did see the orca kill somebody a year ago. But what about it? I was just one of the spectators. Really? Just another spectator? There must be a reason why you feel great sadness about that incident last year. Silence! No, this is important. Stop this nonsensical scrutiny of feelings. Just present evidence and prove your point. But boss, do we have any kind of evidence that would back us up here? There is one piece that comes to mind that might explain his sadness. Well, I'm waiting. Let's see this evidence that has to do with Marlon Rhymes' sadness. Yeah, I got it, buddy. It's charm. Zura Summers died an accidental death 1 year ago. This is her boyfriend's charm. Hey! What are you doing with that charm? It was found in Rifle's stomach yesterday. Judging by your reaction, I believe this charm belongs to you. I guess I need to push him just a little harder to make him admit it. When Mr. Rhymes said the word charm, he was very rattled. We better examine his charm a little more. Good idea. Let's look inside it. Have you never really looked inside it? Oh, I wish we could look inside the evidence again. Huh? What's this? A photograph. Whatever the answer was right there all along. Hey, this is... I look so happy. Zora Summers and Marlon Rhymes. Mr. Rhymes, you and Zora Summers were a couple, weren't you? So what if we were a couple? It doesn't have anything to do with the captain's case. I believe you saw the orca kill your girlfriend. That's the cause of your sadness. Isn't that emotion of yours connected to the current case?
Silence.
Silence! The only thing you revealed was the witness's connection to the victim of last year's incident. What does the witness's past have to do with the case at hand? I don't know yet. But we managed to pinpoint the source of his sadness. Now let's delve into who Mr. Rhymes is angry at. Orca shot the captain up into the air. I can still remember the captain's dead body clearly. Well, I guess we could talk about the captain.
Got it.
So what's the cause of Mr. Rhymes' intense anger? Well, I don't think it was directed at... Let's think about who he was really angry at and why. So this was all about Orla.
Got it.
He wanted Orla dead by pinning the crime. Damn. It's messed up. Why didn't you just kill the whale? Maybe he tried to kill the whale, actually, and then... Rhymes probably tried to kill the whale. The captain saw him and was like, what are you doing? And then he... I don't know. Something happened. Maybe it was an accident. I'm not sure. Because it was a fall. And falls can be accidents. Basically, everything's messed up. Alright. Mr. Rhymes, you're angry with Orla, aren't you? Angry? An orca? Why would I be? If you think I have some reason to be mad, then show me some proof. Do I have proof that Mr. Rhymes has a reason to be mad? I got your proof. I bet the evidence we just took a look at would come in handy here. This charm indicates that you were Zura Summers' boyfriend. I'm sure you believe Orla killed your girlfriend a year ago. You lost your girlfriend, and so you've been angry at Orla. Alright, I'll admit it. Never forgive that orca. Zura's dead, and that orca's still swimming around. Happy as a clam. I became an animal keeper just so I could prove that the orca is a killer. You're right. I want that orca to pay. There. You feel good dragging up a person's past? But it still doesn't change anything. Still got a little noise left in him. Ugh. He's right. I mean, he gives us motive. I disagree. It does change things. His out-of-control emotion quieted down. Now we should be able to find out the truth behind that emotion. Anger and sadness. More anger and sadness. Less anger and sadness. The fact that she's so angry at Sasha, I don't know. They're still the same. They're the same. It's not... Oh. I don't get it. Oh, okay, God. Oh, we're going with that angle. Alright, I get why it's surprise. I was right about the surprise thing. He probably... I thought I could have sworn. Also, put that on the screen so future me will remember that I need to edit that part out. But basically, I was stuck on the emotions segment for quite a bit. Clicked almost every one of them. I even clicked some surprises, but I didn't click surprise on there until just now. It makes sense. He probably wanted the body to be found. He probably did whale tricks on Orla to slam into the rock. Is my guess. That's why he's not freaked about it. That's why it's an inconsistency. When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, you freaked. Really? What are you getting at? With Mr. Plume as a witness, Orla was guaranteed to be accused of the murder. Didn't it work out exactly as you'd hoped? In order to have Orla put down, you made sure Mr. Plume witnessed that scene. Damn, man, his evil smirk. Like, ha ha ha. I've done it, it's my master plan. So you figured all that out, did you? Mr. Rhymes, are you admitting it? I don't really have to fight anybody but the orca. You leave me no choice. Are you gonna rap at me? Is this gonna be a rap battle? He's about to have his breakdown. What is he doing? What? Is he drunk? What? What is happening? He became a pirate. What? What about the celebration? Now it's time to get serious. Oh, what? Yo! Oh, me, brothers represent. Avast your grease eaters, stay free. Take me the words pop in your mouth. Oh, it's too fast. Yo, ho. Well, I'm ready for the showdown. What is going on? Where did this pirate fellow come from? He looks like a completely different person. Oh, you should be used to this by now. The breakdowns say usually look like a completely different person. That being said, he really just... He's going 100%. 100% full power. Order! If we don't have order, Prosecutor Blackwell will get at us. Even Prosecutor Blackwell is at a loss for words. So I plan to have that wench be a witness? You caught me out. It be true. I thought the worker's murderous ways should be found out. That be why I schemed to have the plume see the body. So you admit it. You deliberately framed Orla. It be true. But what skin be that off anybody's nose? That orca be a murdering scurvy dog. He's just talking in pirate now. I may have a grudge against that orca, but I always felt grateful toward the captain. The orca murdered Azora and the captain, so of course she should walk the plank. Yeah, I don't have a response to that. I agree, it wouldn't make sense for him to kill the owner. Why would he? But his hatred for Orla, on the other hand, comes through loud and clear. Wait a minute. If killing Mr. Shipley doesn't make sense, who would it make sense for Rhymes to kill? Maybe my theory has been all wrong. He was trying to kill Orla. Your Honor, I think I just became aware of a new fact. Oh? And what is that? I hope he doesn't rhyme only because it's hard to read it. It goes on auto. Is there a setting? Hang on. I'm looking for a setting. Enable or disable the skipping of unread text in the main game. If I disable it, that's unread text. That means it will not skip. So if it's disabled, that means I can skip unread text. Which, you know, it just goes on auto. Sometimes text goes on auto. Screen flashes, vibration. Maybe I put story mode on, but probably not. I want the trophies. Nah, we just have to make do. Also save. Probably should save. Turns out the premise we've been arguing on his ear. I will now reveal the identity of the individual Mr. Rhymes meant to kill from the start.
Take that!
Orla Shipley. What? So the witness's intent was to kill the orca? Exactly. The witness's intended victim was not Jack Shipley. I have you low volume at work. Sorry, I'm just trying to rap. The orca was his true target, but Jack Shipley is the one who died. The orca is alive and well. He's right. He wanted to kill the orca, and yet it was Jack Shipley who fell to his death. How did that happen? Wait a minute. What if Mr. Rhymes wanted to kill Orla was somehow connected to Mr. Shipley's death? Huh. At a loss for words, are you? What happened to your bravado a moment ago? Enough of these reckless words without any basis in fact. Objection! Oh, I just can't interact anymore. Oh, okay, good, no problem. Continue working, fighting a good fight. I'm just happy that you're always here. Also, don't ever feel obligated to be here, but you know, but thank you for putting me on low volume at work. The basis for my claim is the real murder scene, the show pool. What are you talking about? It's my contention that 2 incidents happened at the show pool. The attempted murder of the orca, and the victim falling to his death. First of all, in order to kill the orca, Mr. Rhymes removed something from the scene. By doing so, he made it possible for Mr. Shipley to fall to his death. What now? Okay, hang on. So... let's see. This is the real murder scene in the show pool. I'm going to kill the orca. Oh, you moved the ladder. He did what now? Oh, whoops. Mr. Wright, what did Mr. Rhymes remove in an attempt to kill the orca? A ladder? How's a ladder kill the orca?
Take that!
If you could kill a giant orca with that, you would be the king of the ocean. Oh, he wanted to drop the orca. You lack self-respect for the sea. Ouch, that remark was salty as seawater. But wait a minute. Well, there's a creature of the sea. How would one kill a sea creature? So that's the answer. So what be your answer? Smartly now, Mr. Lawyer. How did I try to kill the orca? The water. There's no water. Don't tell me you're trying to claim he tried to kill the orca by draining the pool water. That's exactly what I'm claiming. To help the defendant with the cleaning, Marlon Rhymes took charge of Orla. With the plan to kill Orla in the show pool. Because the pool water was drained, it made it possible for Jack Shipley to fall to his death in the show pool. It was accidental. Oh my god, the pirate killed the other pirate? He's gonna eat that fish? Oh my god, he's eating the fish! He's eating it! Oh, I tried to kill the orca, you say? Can you even prove there was nary a drop of water in the pool? That they are simply looking after the orca. Why would I have the monstrous thought of killing it? I love his fucking giant Rhymes gold chain.
Objection!
You claim you were looking after Orla in the early morning hours of July 20th? I don't think you were doing a very good job of it. After all, Orla wasn't given anything to eat during that time. How would you know such a thing? I know because of Orla's record here in the torpedo data system. The system continuously records data on the subjects it monitors. From Orla's record, we can tell exactly when she ate or didn't eat. Sink me! Nobody ever told me about that dastardly contraption. Only a few of the ship-shape aquarium staff know about this system. According to Orla's record, she never ate in those early morning hours of the 20th. You planned to kill Orla, and that's why you didn't feed her. Silence. You're wasting time. What proof do you have of that? Perhaps the orca simply wasn't hungry. He's right. I don't have any proof. If Orla simply didn't eat, then that would create an inconsistency. Where did her fish go? Her fish? Good question. Where did it disappear to? Fish! What does it matter? What relevance does it have to the case? He combined all the fish into a giant fish. That's what he's eating right now. He's just stalling with inconsequential questions. Stop delving into the depths of the orca's stomach and delve into the case instead. Objection. But wait. It may seem like a small inconsistency, but it's an issue of great importance, I think. What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? How could the fish disappear? Somebody must have eaten it. So who came to the show stage and ate Orla's fish? I think I might have a pretty good idea. I was joking about eating the fish. Did you really eat all of that fish? Is that how we gain the muscle? I believe there must have been a visitor to the show stage that Mr. Rhymes didn't know. Oh! Sniper. Visitor. Or rifle. I forget, I'm mixing their names up. Are you trying to introduce yet another suspect at this 11th hour? If you utter more of your careless remarks, Taka won't look favorably upon it. I don't plan to utter any careless remarks. Whether my remarks will actually be related to the case or not, I don't yet know. Don't worry, boss. If Taka comes this way, I'll fend him off. Yeah. So I'm like, I got back from Mountain Dew shopping. How many Mountain Dews have you bought? Verde. Also, hello. If no one knows the reason Verde and I'll buy Mountain Dews is because of the Mountain Dew collaboration with Final Fantasy 14. To get just 6 for now. Oh, you went more hand than I did. I did buy Mountain Dews today. I bought 2 of them. I bought Code Red and the Blue Voltage one. I just bought 2. I thought about going to Walmart, but they're kind of far away from where I'm at. Not kind of far. It takes a little while. Maybe I'll go tomorrow. Let's try finding 3 Voltage and 3 Red. Ah, okay. Because also in the collaboration, we get more points for the special Mountain Dews that we find. And I thought about going there because I don't want to buy like too many of the normal ones. I want to get special ones because I tend to not drink an entire 20-ounce bottle of Mountain Dew or any soda really. But yeah, I figured I would get enough for the mount for now. That's a smart idea. Yeah, maybe I'll buy more tomorrow. Yeah, how are you gonna fend off Taka? But do try to keep your remarks careful. Somehow Orla's fish disappeared. Somebody must have visited the show stage, but who? This was the visitor to the show stage. Sasha Buckler. Herman Crab. Rifle. Oh, it's gotta be Rifle. That being said, Mr. Crab could have eaten them. He's a hungry guy. I believe Rifle the Penguin visited the show stage. Also, Reddy, have you ever done this DLC case? Just an orca? Now a penguin? Why would you be saying such a thing, Mr. Lawyer? I didn't see Rifle during the wee early morning hours. Do you have any proof Rifle visited the show stage? Yes. Oh, okay. So you're not surprised that Mr. Rhymes has now turned into a fucking jacked-ass pirate. If you be a lawyer of any sort, show me your evidence. The bottom of Rifle's feet were pink for some reason. That fact is a clue that Rifle was indeed at the show stage. I had to present that piece of evidence that connected Rifle to the show stage. Now to prove I'm a lawyer worth my salt. This is the proof that Rifle visited the show stage. My attorney's badge! No.
Take that!
This is fantastic. You can hear that, can't you? Fucking goddamn. Would you shut up out there? Okay. That's because I also opened the windows. It's getting a little hot. It's not like very hot, but it's like enough that I should probably open the windows a bit. Just to let in a breeze. That's what you probably hear. It's fine. It's gone now. It stopped. Oh my! What a cute little sign! Look at all those adorable stars. These stars are actually starfish. Miss Buckler painted the sign. In the early morning hours of the 20th, she left the sign at the show stage to dry. Mr. Rhymes kept an eye on the sign for Miss Buckler while the paint was drying. That be true. But what's your point? On this sign is proof that Rifle visited the show stage. For the penguin's visit? I'm afraid I don't see it. Here is proof that the penguin visited the show stage. Please point it out. Oh, you were saying that. Yes, no. It's the little flippers here. They're not starfish at all. A couple of pink starfish are shaped a little differently from the others. Oh, you're right! They look almost like little leaves. Rifle had pink paint on the bottom of her feet. These little leaf-like shapes on this sign are actually Rifle's footprints. Raffle made these footprints by walking on the sign before it was dry. It's a little odd that the only pink part of it is in the middle of the entire thing, and then I guess he just walked into it and then walked back. Oh ho! What a cute little pink penguin prince! Oh, you did get home just in time, goodness. Yeah, it's been cloudy all day here, so it's probably gonna start doing that at some point. So there are footprints. What of them? Marlon Rhymes was watching over this sign at the show stage while the paint dried. And during that time, the penguin paid a visit. According to the torpedo data system, we know that Rifle ate something on that morning of the 20th. Most likely, Rifle ate the fish meant for Orla that was at the show stage. Orla's snack was a small quantity of fish. Even a penguin could have eaten it all. Begad! Rifle ate Orla's fish. Who be it said that Rifle ate Orla's fish? She could have picked up food anywhere. But that doesn't change the fact that I really was at the show stage. After all, I had to help move the skull rock. It couldn't have been moved without me. The witness claims he never saw the penguin. How do you expect this contradiction? Both Mr. Rhymes and Rifle were at the show stage, but Mr. Rhymes didn't see her. So where could Mr. Rhymes have been at the time? Right, Dono. If you aren't up to the task, I could disprove those witnesses' testimony for you. Oh, that's true. If I leave it to Prosecutor Blackwell, Sasha will be declared guilty. I can't let him interrupt this line of reasoning. Mr. Wright, let's try to figure out how things looked when Rifle came to the show stage. Mr. Rhymes was at the show stage, keeping an eye on Orla and the sign. And we know it must be true because he helped move the skull rock. And then Rifle came in and walked over the sign. But wouldn't Mr. Rhymes notice Rifle if he was right there? Well, let's think about where Mr. Rhymes could have been. Is there a place in the show stage area from which Rifle couldn't have been seen? On the ladder? He's grabbing it a weird way.
Take that!
What? Inside the pool? But you're right, if he was inside the pool, he wouldn't have noticed Rifle. You're saying Mr. Rhymes was underwater the whole time Rifle was eating? No, not underwater. When I think about what he was trying to do, the answer is clear. Now I'm finally starting to get the whole picture. Huh. Just like yesterday, must you two always be whispering to each other? Why don't you admit the resorting to a penguin will get you nowhere?
Objection!
Objection! Oh, I don't know about that. The fact that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice Rifle is such a small inconsistency. But the key point that proves what Mr. Rhymes was trying to do. The penguin is a key point. The show stage pool is very deep. If Rifle came to visit while Mr. Rhymes was at the bottom of this pool, he would have never noticed Rifle. Arrgh, arrgh. Orcas can be out of the water for a short time without sustaining damage. But if they're out of the water for a long time, they weaken and eventually die. In order to kill Orla, Mr. Rhymes had to drain the pool. And while the pool was drained of water, Mr. Shipley fell to his death. The show stage pool is about 65 feet deep, just like the Orca pool. Without water in the pool, a person could be made to fall 65 feet. Mr. Rhymes probably wondered what to do. If he continued with his plan to kill Orla, how would he dispose of Mr. Shipley's body? So he devised a plan to kill two birds with one stone. What? How? This entire court thing. Mr. Rhymes went down to the bottom of the pool and put the victim's body in the rock. Then he had Miss Buckler move the rock and the body together.
Silence.
And the witness made the defendant do this, somehow without arousing her suspicion? That's right. Mr. Shipley told Miss Buckler that she couldn't perform in the new show. Miss Buckler became upset and wanted to switch back to the old version of the show. So Mr. Rhymes conveniently suggested that she take and hide a prop for the new show. Mr. Rhymes then manipulated Orla using her singing and lifesaver tricks. Boop. He schemed to have Orla find the body while Mr. Plume would be standing witness. He saddled Orla with the false charge of murder so that Orla would be put down. What? Ah! Dude, you okay? Oh, it's fine. It's just drink. It's just a drink that he drank. That was bleeding. I was like, excuse me, my guy? So the fact that the witness didn't see the penguin shows that when Rifle visited the show stage, Rhymes was putting the body in the rock. At the bottom of the pool, that is. Who would have thought that the presence of a penguin could prove the witness's actions? It's working. Just a little further now and Sasha will be proven not guilty. Silence. If you think you've won this battle, you are sorely mistaken. Your theory is based on the notion that the witness could manipulate the orca. Witness, can you control the orca's actions? Of course not. Oblige. What kind of bilge be that? I be but a simple animal keeper. If my memory serves, wasn't it Miss Buckler who could only issue commands to the orca? Phoenix, did you forget about the videos? The judge's blade is sharper than the lawyer's. If you wish to do battle with a witness, you will need a honed blade. Where's your sword of evidence that Marlon Rhymes could manipulate the orca? Ah! Not my mask. Rhymes had to have manipulated Orla in order for his plan to work. How can I prove it? Well, it appears this line of reasoning has become unsustainable.
Objection!
Objection! Well, it appears that I was mistaken. Athena? I've analyzed the hearts of all kinds of people. I have enough experience to see when I look into your heart that you haven't given up. So that objection was my way of speaking up for your heart. She's right. I want to become a lawyer again only to give up. I have to keep fighting. Adina, thank you. With your help, I remember the old right way. The right way? Your Honor, I'm not finished with presenting my argument. Yeah, his team's playing. Let's go. Do you have anything else to ask this witness? You've cross-examined all the witnesses and presented all your evidence. Objection! All the witnesses? I don't think so. Oh my, here we go. This is it. I haven't cross-examined the most important one. The central figure in both cases. The central figure? The one involved in not only the case a year ago, but this current case too. I never called her as a witness, but it's time to do so now. Who are you talking about? I demand you tell the court immediately. Who is the central figure in both cases? God damn it.
Take that!
Let's go. Let's fucking go. The defense calls the central figure in both cases Orla the Orca. You don't have to cross-examine an orca? Cross-examining an orca? You must be addled. It'd be impossible, says I. I can do it. Just give me some time. Give me a phone call. This absurdity is beyond the pale. How do you expect to question an orca, a creature incapable of speech?
Objection!
Objection! Orla is intricately involved in this case. I have every right to cross-examine her. Besides, even if she can't speak, I think cross-examining her will be invaluable. Very well. Do what you will then. if you fail to garner anything from this little exercise with the Orca, I hope you realize the reward for your efforts will be the defendant's guilty verdict. I've heard those words before. I'm ready and confident. So, cross-examining Orla, huh? That was a bold move, boss. Now all we have to do is figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla. That's right. Now it's Orla's turn to help us save Sasha. So yes, this is the one spoiler I did hear about. At one point we will indeed cross-examine a fucking orca whale. I heard about that at some point, like, long ago, I don't know when. Like, Phoenix Wright cross-examined a fucking orca. An orca defended yesterday, an orca witnessed today. This is truly unprecedented. But even though this is highly unusual, I'm prepared to allow it. Bailiff, ready to witness telecast. We'll have a 10-minute recess while the telecast is being set up. Beautiful. But we also have the fucking... I know we just didn't present, like, oh yeah, Marlon Rhymes got... Well, Azura Summers sent videos to her boyfriend, which we assume is Marlon Rhymes. Well, we have evidence to prove that they're connected. He admitted it! Leave it to you to think of something like calling Orla, Mr. Right? Well, she's the only one who knows all the answers after all. I just talked to Pearls, and she said Orla seems to be feeling fine. Now we have to try to figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla. If we put Mr. Rhymes and Orla together, maybe we can get some kind of clue. I can't forget about the strange set prints of Rhymes' either. I really appreciate you trying to save both Orla and me. I had no idea Marlon hated Orla like that. I feel like I've been shocked by a torpedo ray. Of course he would hate the killer whale that murdered his girlfriend right in front of him. What are you doing here? Oh, Mr. Plume, you've been watching the trial? Oh, yes. I came to make a declaration of war. A declaration of war? I wonder what the results of today's trial. I will report the truth in my new book. Even if that truth goes against what I wrote in The Killer Whale. I don't know what the truth is. Not even about what happened a year ago. Dr. Crab. Azura died right in front of my eyes. In the middle of the pirate show. She suddenly fell from Orca's back and began to thrash around in pain. The Orca was singing a song and then started headbutting Azura over and over again. Finally, the Orca took Azura in her mouth and brought her to the side of the pool. Just before she died, Azura was holding her chest in obvious pain. She was holding her chest. Is she having a heart attack or something? Wait a minute. Could it be? I don't think Orla was to blame for the incident a year ago either. What? I think the cause of Miss Summers' death might have been her heart condition. Heart condition? What heart condition? I never heard anything about it. Miss Summers had a prescription with Hickfield Clinic for a heart condition. The Orca didn't kill her. I think it's possible her heart condition did. What? Azura had a heart condition too? I guess she hid it from everybody. Just like I did. Well, that means the Orca was innocent a year ago too? It's just a theory, but I think the Orca headbutted Azura to check on her. Did the lifesaver trick to rescue her. So, there was no need to put the Orca down after all. So, you really did intend to put Orla down? No. Jack and I are against such a thing from the start. But you said you were going to euthanize the Orca! Yeah, I've been wondering about that. Dr. Crab, about this capsule. It's not a poison, but a sleeping drug, right? That's right. Even if Orla attacks someone, or even if the Center for Dangerous Animal Control's demands she be put down, I never had any intention of killing her. I would use the sleeping pills to make it look like she was dead, and then set her free. That's why I purchased so many sleeping capsules. Oh, that's why! Oh. That's tragic. I never considered the possibility that the poor woman's death was illness. Seems pretty disturbed to be wrong. I simply want to know the truth. That is why I will tell you who my client is. The day I witnessed the owner's death, I was there at the request of the animal keeper. Marlon Rhymes? That is correct. That day my client called me to ask me to investigate the orca pool. He must have wanted you to witness what Orla was going to do. Why did you decide to tell us this? My desire to protect my client was standing in the way of the truth. I couldn't allow that. I will be watching to see how this all unfolds. Good luck to you, blue and yellow duo. I'm not wearing blue, but okay. Bye. Well, that was quite the bombshell she just dropped, and so casually too. That woman really is a free spirit. Thank you, ma'am. Do you remember what you said yesterday, Mr. Lawyer? You'd expose any secret if it would help save Sasha. I remember. It's my duty as a lawyer. Well, I just wanted you to know that I don't blame you for exposing the aquarium's secret. It may put me in hot water, but if it helps save the orca. Let me clue you in on another secret. Focus on the orca's song. The orca's song, huh? What could he be hinting at? Should probably tell me, not just hint at me at this. Oh, Mr. Wright, it looks like it's time. All right, let's go back in. You got it, boss. We're gonna go in there and save Sasha and Orla together. Go. Court will now reconvene. Is the witness of Aura Shipley, commonly known as Orla, ready? Well, the orca is present, but I highly doubt she understands what's going on. Eh? Oh, she's looking at us, that's for sure. Oh, just as adorable as yesterday, yep. Looking adorable. Look at that creature. I distinctly remembered you being afraid of her on several occasions. Now then, Mr. Wright, how do you propose to cross-examine the witness? I intend to have the young lady there, with Orla helping me. Hello, everyone. That young lady? Didn't I meet her once before? A long time ago? Yes, that's Pearl Fang, my old friend. Well, well. Didn't she grow up to be a lovely young lady? Oh, they grew up so fast. Ah! I have no interest in this chit-chat. On with the cross-examination. We're catching up. Mr. Wright, this is all your fault. Why are you dawdling? How is this my fault? The court will now hear the testimony of Aura Shipley. And save here. There you go. All right. Let's hear a testimony of Aura Shipley. Witness testimony. How Orla was manipulated. Uh-huh. 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 Interesting. Oh. Wow. Oh my god! Interesting. Okay. Mr. Wright. Yeah. Guess, Your Honor. What? The fuck are you doing? Well, he's a key witness to the defense. After all, sir, I understood that. Yeah. Every time you come to my courtroom, you open my eyes to a new way of thinking. It appears this will be another one of those times. That right. We'll take your badge away. Yes! He's giving me the go-ahead. I'd now like to put the witness and Mr. Rhymes together to see how he manipulated the orca. Hopefully Orla will have some kind of reaction. Fine by me, but not will happen, I tell ye. Yes, Orla? Yeah, go, what is it? Mr. Rhymes right. Nothing happened. I guess I shouldn't have expected it to be easy. How did he manipulate her? The song, dude! I don't know, I hope you realize that if you can't prove with this cross-examination how Rhyme controlled the orca, your defendant will be declared guilty immediately. Yes, I realize that. This is my last chance. I have to figure out how Rhymes commanded Orla to do her tricks. Please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yeah? Okay.
Hold it!
Press that statement, I guess. Miss Shipley, I'm afraid, is not going to get us anywhere. What? What are you doing? If you are incapable of interpreting orca speech, this entire exercise is folly.
Objection!
We can understand her. You leave the interpretation of Orla's heart to me. Alright, girl. What do you got to say? Let me hear it. Oh, Orla, you're so cute. Did you get anything from that? I don't know. Surely you don't intend to continue this farce. What are we doing? I got the parrot thing, but come on, man. I do. Miss Shipley, please continue with your testimony. God, what are we doing right now?
Hold it!
Hold it. Could you interpret that for the court, Miss Sykes? Whoosh. I'm getting a strong reading of happiness. Maybe she thinks she's doing a show. Oh my god. I demand serious witness testimony. This is no time for fun and games. Well, what are we playing? If you continue this mockery, I will subject you to 40 lashes with a wet fish. Hey, only person who's allowed to lash me is Von Karma, alright? Not a wet noodle? That sounds fishy. Hey, speaking from experience, anything is better than 40 lashes from a whip. Nah, I'll smell like a fish if he does that. The defense will please caution its witness to conduct herself with propriety. Okay. When you press that statement. Instead of impersonating one orca band, could you show us the lifesaver trick? I guess Orla won't do what you want unless you give her the proper signal. Oh, does Orla sing beautifully? Ha! Taka's singing voice is much more melodic and clear. Taka sings? That was a song? Meh. I don't want you to quit their day job. Please continue your testimony, Miss Shipley.
Hold it!
Miss Shipley seems to want to communicate something. Yeah. Perhaps she's hungry. Yeah, Pearl, you've been quiet this entire time. Can you please help us? Miss Faye, could you give Miss Shipley a snack? Certainly. One moment. What a heartwarming scene. Reminds me of my granddaughter with her pet. Wow, your granddaughter must have a pretty large pet. Oh my god, stop this pet prattle and get on with the cross-examination. She's such an adorable creature. I never get tired of looking at her.
Silence.
Oh I, on the other hand, have had more than enough of my fill of this tomfoolery. Enough of it's enough. It sounds like Prosecutor Blackwell is about to blow his top. What should I do? Should I continue the cross-examination? No, we will continue cross-examination. But I'm not finished with my cross-examination. You have just about exhausted my patience, right, Donna? Mr. Rice, please finish as quickly as you can. Yes, Your Honor. But I'm not really sure how to continue, to tell the truth. Mr. Rhymes had to have commanded Orla somehow. Do we have anything as evidence that could be used? Well, it's not like I can present evidence that contradicts a particular statement. I guess it doesn't matter which statement. What could we use to command Orla? Oh, okay. Well, just please continue with your testimony. Okay. Time to do a whistle.
Objection!
That statement clearly inconsistent with the evidence. I hope you're not waving your finger aimlessly. It's gonna help you win this trial. I agree. Oh no, I'm on 1 health. Well, 1 health, meaning I could finally get a game over by accident. Is it this one? Here's up at the show song on the video is different from one to Plume. Either the whistle, which didn't work. Orla performs 1 trick per signal. She can't do 2 at a time. Large quantity of fish. Walkie-talkie issued to the aquarium staff for communication. It can apparently also be used to broadcast inside the aquarium. Do you want to watch this? No, it's fine. The walkie-talkie has not been found.
Objection!
Objection! Clearly exposes the witness lie. No. I thought it would be the whistle. Maybe we have to just leave. I could actually communicate with Orla. This case would be solved in an instant. Even if we can't understand what she's saying, at least we can understand her heart. If we can just figure out what Mr. Rhymes commanded her, I'm sure Orla will confirm it. Let Mr. Rhymes make Orla do those tricks. Find the answer somehow.
Objection!
Not the walkie-talkie. I don't think it matters which statement. It just needs to be any of them. At least I hope it doesn't matter which statement.
Objection!
Yeah, okay. No, I was wondering what we're gonna. I thought we were gonna present it to you know, Marlon Rhymes, but okay. Sasha told me an interesting story about Miss Summers. Zora used to send her boyfriend videos of herself teaching the yoga tricks. I used to help Zora take the videos on her phone. Most likely, Mr. Rhymes still has 3 videos. These videos of Miss Summers. Miss Faye, could I ask for your help? Of course, Mr. Nick. What is it? You're using Mr. Rhymes' TV phone, correct? I'd like you to examine it for me. Please look for videos of Azura Summers issuing whistle commands to Orla. Videos? I'm not too sure how to do that, but I'll give it a try. Yeah, she's kind of a country gal. I don't know if she knows much about technology. She's not an iPad baby. My apologies to Marlon. Right, Dono. What are you up to? You'll see in a moment. If Carlos can find those videos for me. Mr. Nick, I found them. I found some videos like you described. You did. Thank you, Miss Van. Just as I suspected. How did Marlon Rhymes get Orla to do those tricks? I will now show you. Wait, Mr. Rhymes' cell phone. His cell phone. Are you implying you use an app? We have those? Oh. Miss Faye, see if you can issue Orla a command. Me? Can I do such a thing? You might be able to if you play a video while with a whistle signal in it. And there's a video of the lifesaver trick. Please play that. Before you do, though, please put the practice dummy in the pool. The practice dummy. Alright. In it goes. There, it sank to the bottom. Now I'll play the video. Wait. Orla is diving down, heading straight for the dummy. What a smart girl you are, Orla. The lifesaver trick was a complete success, Mr. Nick. Thank you, Miss Fan. You were a big help. Now I have proof. Huh. Unbelievable, you actually pulled it off. That was the lifesaver trick we saw yesterday. Is Miss Faye an orca trainer now? No, Your Honor. I'll explain after we try one more trick. Now let's see if we can command Orla to do the singing trick. Miss Faye, if there's a video of the singing trick, please play that. Certainly. Let's see. Is this the video? You about to sing a song? Oh, she's spitting bars. So in tune. Beautiful. Oh my, isn't she wonderful? That was the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. Oh, what a lovely singing voice. It wasn't bad. Oh, even he liked it. By the way, how did Miss Faye give the orca those commands? Marlon Rhymes has something on his phone that his girlfriend, Azura Summers, sent him. They're videos of Miss Summers issuing commands to Orla with a whistle. And to have Orla listen to the sounds of the signals, anyone at all could command Orla. Oh my, anyone at all? Yes, I believe so, Your Honor. I like how they're playing the song right now. It's pretty good. Da, 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 da. All they have to do is play those videos. Mr. Wright, please submit those videos as evidence. I'm getting the sneaking suspicion the judge just wants to try it out for himself. Miss Faye, could you send those videos to the TV phone here? Alright, certainly. Got them. Alright, I'll try playing one. Oh my gosh. Anime. It's just sounds like an alien. That was, I guess, the singing trick. But this was the training session a year ago, huh? Wait a minute. There's something about that song that bothers me. The orca be commanded using videos on a cell phone. That means that Marlon Rhymes could have manipulated a creature. Arr, I'm back here. Mr. Rhymes, you can't talk your way out of this, out of it now. Silence. Huh. I have to commend you. That was very good proof. I concede Marlon Rhymes could have manipulated the orca, but isn't it true that the defendant could have done it as well? All she would have to do is use the whistle she knows how to use so well. And she wouldn't have had to use those videos. Surely you admit it's a possibility. She could have easily had Norma de Plume witness the singing and the lifesaver trick. So he's trying to argue it was equally possible for Sasha as it was for Rhymes, is he? But is that true? Let me think about that for a minute. That's right. Those weren't just simple cries. It was singing. As I approached the pool, the killer whale suddenly started singing. He kept headbutting while it sang that swashbuckler spectacular song. The culprit made sure Mr. Plume heard the song and saw the lifesaver trick. Could Sasha have shown these two tricks to the witness? Sasha? No. No. I don't think Miss Buckler could have created the same conditions as the culprit. You challenge me to battle. I hope your sword is sharpened. Let me see those sword skills of yours. Don't you worry, my sword is drawn and ready. So it is evidence that the two tricks couldn't have been shown at the same time. She can't do two at the same time. Mr. Plume said in her testimony that she witnessed those two tricks at the same time. She's also safe. However, the fact is inconsistent with how Orla performs tricks. Orla performs tricks? What are you talking about? Orla can't perform two tricks at once. She performs only one trick per whistle signal. That's how she's been trained. In other words, it would be just like with a dog. If you tell him to both sit and shake, he wouldn't do them at the same time. Am I understanding it correctly? Yes, that's the idea, Your Honor. I wonder if the judge has a dog. What a farce! So you're saying that the witness somehow managed to produce an impossible scenario? If the creature's own trainer couldn't do it, how could I? Yes, it's a mystery, isn't it? Boss, you don't have to agree so cheerfully. Defense is claiming that Marlon Rhymes manipulated the orca. But if you cannot explain fully how this was done, your argument doesn't hold water. If you can't straighten out your own theory, would you like me to straighten you out? No thank you, I don't want to visit a chiropractor. I hear that shit can mess up your back. So, Orla can't do two tricks at the same time, but Mr. Plume saw her do it. This logical inconsistency means there's a flaw somewhere. Was Mr. Plume lying? Or is it not true that Orla can't do two tricks at a time? But Mr. Plume had no reason to lie about such a thing. If it really isn't possible for Orla to perform two tricks at once, then maybe either the lifesaver trick or the singing trick was faked. Faked? Yes, maybe Orla only performed one of the tricks, but it was made to look like she performed two.
Silence.
Silence? Maybe? How do you expect to conduct a sword battle with conjecture? Sounds like I'd better present some evidence here and fast. Although I'm concerned about your profuse sweating, Mr. Wright, allow me to ask you, which of the two was faked? The lifesaver trick or the singing trick? The song. They're both faked. None of it happened. It was all an illusion. The defense wishes to argue that the singing trick was faked. And on what grounds do you base your assertion that the singing trick was faked? That's easy. I mean, obviously it is because... This. This is a recording of a recent Swashbuckler Spectacular. In this recording, Orla sings the same song she sang for Miss Faye earlier. But Mr. Plume said the song is different from the one she sung. It was sung a year ago. The song is different? Please listen to the song in the video from a year ago. Sent to this cell phone. They must have changed the songs. No one ever told me about that. That would have been very important. Oh, yes, it sounds quite different from the song Orla sang for Miss Faye earlier. And yet this is the same video Miss Faye used to issue the command to Orla to sing. But having Mr. Plume listen to the song recorded in the cell phone video, the true culprit made Mr. Plume think Orla was singing the song from a year ago. Only Marlon Rhymes, the owner of the cell phone videos, could have done this.
Silence.
Silence. But Mr. Plume said she heard the orca singing right in front of her. How do you claim he made her think that? How was the song recording played? I intend to explain that too, of course. What? The answer lies somewhere in the orca pool, visitor's corridor. Marlon Rhymes played the song recording by using this. The speakers?
Take that.
Just played it over the speakers. The Plume heard the song while she was in the orca pool visitor's corridor. There's a speaker in that corridor so that the visitors can hear the orca sounds. And you claim the song was played from that speaker? How? Here's how Rhymes played the song over the speaker in the visitor's corridor. It can apparently be used to broadcast inside the aquarium.
Take that.
Mr. Rhymes could broadcast a song in the video to the speaker by using a walkie-talkie. And he could get Orla to do the trick by letting her hear Miss Summers' whistle signal too. He played the singing through the speaker and made Orla do the lifesaver trick. All of this was the doing of the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes. Gah! This is what you did, isn't it, Mr. Rhymes? You did it! Now we can save both Sasha and Orla. Just leave it to Captain Wright's swashbuckling lawyers to win any case. I don't remember agreeing to that name. It actually was possible for Mr. Rhymes to manipulate the orca. I'm stunned. I see we will need to hear more from this witness. Mr. Rhymes, the time has come for you to tell the court the truth. Hold it! Huh. So I used a walkie-talkie, you say? Ah, sorry, but you're dead wrong, me bucko. It'd be impossible, says I. What do you mean impossible? I should sing you a little shanty, dissing your scurvy theory. Hark ye well now. I'm terrible at reading your language, your dialogue now. It's all in pirate. Oh, okay, good. It's gonna be in testimony form. The diss in the Phoenix Wright. He's gonna write a diss track on me. He's gonna write a diss track on the great Phoenix Wrights. Oh my god. It's going as a song. I can't read it. Did you goof during the cleaning time? I will suck that orca. You don't listen to me, Kay. Kill the captain? You so cray-cray. Why did you use the word cray-cray? No. This is 2013 core. Here we go again with that flip-flop music. Broken? Of all the flimsy excuses, bilge sucking? That was uncalled for. You probably broke it on purpose after the fact. Arr, that be untrue, little lassie. Although I can't prove when it really was. Lucky be for me, you lawyers be the ones who have the proving to do. I don't even know what you said. It went on auto. After everything we uncovered, he still won't admit it. Somehow I still have to prove that he could have done it. Alright. Well, I can read it now, so... This is the Phoenix Wright. Your walkie-talkie be broke for real. Mr. Lawyer's freestyle got no appeal. Broke before the plume on the scene. Broke before Wright could ever dream. Legit goof during cleaning time, but bilge sucking lawyers spitting lies. That orca, you don't listen to me, Kay. Kill the captain? You so great. I'm glad that I got to read all that. I'm not even sure where to start with his testimony like that. I'm out of here, man. You got this, dude. I mean, how can we possibly prove when his walkie-talkie broke? Yeah, it's all pretty convenient for him, I have to say. All we can do is stay calm and keep pressing him for as much as we can. Maybe we'll find a place we can break through somewhere. Okay, we gotta press him then.
Hold it!
Hold it. Mr. Rhymes, are you sure it was your walkie-talkie that was broken? Of course I'd be sure. Although it doesn't have me name written on it or anything. But you can't prove it be not me walkie-talkie, now can ye? I'll never save Sasha this way. I have to figure out how he got a command to Orla. If Rhymes couldn't get a command to Orla, your theory crumbles. Everything you've done will go up in smoke. I be not on the prosecution's side, neither, mind ye. The defendant be innocent, says I. But either way, me walkie-talkie was broken, and that be the truth.
Hold it!
Got some nice dance moves, though. Do you have some way of proving that statement?
Silence!
The burden of proof is on you. If you can't do that, then we can end this cross-examination right now. Oh no, he's gonna run. Oh, yo. Proof that it broke? Bro, you a joke. Lag even a second, you gone choke. Right, wanna press on every word? Nope. Judge gonna judge undeterred. You go front, then bring the pain, or stop. And walk away in shame. Thank you. Oh, he makes me so mad. We gotta come up with our own freestyle, boss. Huh? You think Phoenix has rhythm? Let's get him back with evidence instead, shall we? No singing. Witness, please continue your testimony about the walkie-talkie.
Hold it!
You goofed during cleaning time, huh? You made a big blunder? What happened? After I helped Sasha with the cleaning, I dropped it by accident and it broke. You wish to see it? I still have it with me. It does indeed appear to be broken. With me walkie-talkie broken, there'd be no way I could have done what you'd said. I couldn't have given the Orca any commands. Oh, your walkie-talkie broke? Isn't that just so convenient? Mr. Rhymes, I think you broke it on purpose. Miss Lawyer, none of your false accusations, if you please. I broke it on purpose, or be your proof? I don't have any proof. If his walkie-talkie was broken, it throws a monkey wrench into my whole theory. When he let Pearls borrow his cell phone so casually yesterday, he must have already been confident I wouldn't be able to prove anything. Haha! You'll never get me to agree that poxed Orca be innocent. There's something being not done about her. She'll get Sasha one day too. That Orca killed the captain. It weren't me. Dude's delusional. Huh. So you intend to continue to claim that the defendant is innocent, do you? Tina the Ghostwriter. Oh yeah, I think he's gonna ghostwrite our new diss track. Apollo will come to sing and help. But I won't stand for that. Now then, Rectono. What's your next move? Your Honor, I would like to examine that walkie-talkie if you don't mind. Certainly. Here you are. Let's see if there's any way to tell when the walkie-talkie was broken. If he gave Ola that command, then it couldn't have been broken at that time. A way to tell. I can use the right stick to rotate the evidence. The next examine anything of interest and gonna zoom in with a triangle circle to get a better look. Let's check every last inch off. Teeth marks. Huh? Look at these. Look at tooth marks. Hey, you're right. Like this big. I wonder if it was Orla. Wait, a walkie-talkie with tooth marks? Why would he give this to me? Why would you give me the captain's walkie-talkie and be like, this is mine? It broke. Didn't you just hear a story like that yesterday? It was the walkie-talkie Azura used right up into her death. In the middle of the show, the orca brought Azura up to the surface in her mouth. She left tooth marks on Azura's walkie-talkie. The captain said he was always keeping that walkie-talkie with him, so he'd never forget. Rhyme said this walkie-talkie was his. But could it be? Not odd about it, don't you agree? Alright, time to give it up, Mr. Lawyer. Forget the orca. Just save Sasha, says I. I can't do that. Now that I'm finally a lawyer again. How could I hold my head up if I made my client so miserable? Aww. Ah, a stubborn one you be. So we went back to this. The final cross-examination. Might as well press this, because fuck it, why not? There could have been some other way besides the walkie-talkie to issue the command.
Silence.
Yes, the orca could have received a signal from the defendant's whistle. Is this the point you're trying to concede?
Objection.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Some other way besides the whistle. Oh, he's... Run, lawyer, black-eyed samurai. Time for a freestyle drive-by. Salsa's legit. That the truth, orca's guilty. You gotta admit it. Did that rhyme? They probably did. I just have horrible rhythm. I tell ye, it be all the orca's doing. If you don't belay all this bilge, I shall diss ye with some trap. Oh, I can't. I believe you've already been doing that. I tried pressuring him, but it didn't change anything. Oh, I don't know about that. His statements might not have changed, but the meaning of one of them may have. Really? You caught something? And that one statement might just be the breakthrough we need. So it's the third statement, and it has to be about the original injury. Shipley's walkie-talkie hasn't been found. Yeah. Save one more time because I'm literally on my last life. How did I let it get so bad?
Objection.
Whoops, that's not it. Nope. Taking that back. Oh, I gotta check my posture. Swashbuckler video, aquarium staff for communication. How about the book?
Objection.
No, not it. Yeah, that's the tooth marks. Jit goof during cleaning time, but bilge soaking lawyer spitting lies. Broke before the plume on the scene. Broke before Wright could ever dream. This was it. This statement opened up, and you'd think it would be this. Well, no, it could be that still. Goof during cleaning time. It could still be this one, too. Could be 2 or 3 then.
Objection.
No. Because out of those things, you can load after doing the game over state. Although they don't give you your health back, which is... I mean, it doesn't matter too much. You could save and load all you want. There's no bite marks on him.
Objection.
Has to be the Shipley thing. Or appeared to be can be used to broadcast inside the aquarium. Yeah, the data on Shipley's walkie-talkie not being recovered. I don't think I can tell the time.
Objection!
I'm not sure, actually. Maybe I should press the third statement again, because that's where we got a big thing. Alright. Cleaning. I dropped it by accident and broke it. I couldn't... Uh-huh. All those tooth marks on it. Does that give us any kind of lead? These tooth marks change the meaning of another piece of evidence. Won't stop until I find another clue I need to save both Sasha and Orla. So that's to be number 3. I did the data, the killer whale, pulled the bottom. Did I do everything here?
Objection!
The book describes her original death. Killer whale.
Objection!
If it was that, then...
Objection!
Shipley's data. No. And I don't know what it is. I know it's number 3, but... I just... Not sure... Yeah, because the tooth marks are there. There are tooth marks on the walkie-talkie he just gave me. Also rammed it. It had to have been moved from the show pool. Bloodstains and luminol. Sleeping pill. That's... The fingerprints discovered by Pearls at the show stage. They're Rhymes's, but there's something odd about them.
Objection!
We never used this, did we? Or... We kinda used it. It was more like pointing at the ladder, he would be here situation. We didn't really use the ladder as the evidence itself. I'm not sure then what I'm supposed to be using. Shoot to all aquarium staff for communication. It can also be issued to broadcast at the aquarium. Not surprisingly, it has a horrible fishy smell. Can't do 2 at a time. Rhymes' phone sent him by Summers. In the video, Summers is having the orca do tricks such as Lifesaver and singing. The song in the video is different from the one in the show now. Uh-huh. Well... Shipley's walkie-talkie hasn't been found. This is it, but I just don't know what to present.
Hold it!
Dang it, I've only didn't have 1 health. Dropped it by accident and broke it. This walkie-talkie has Orla's tooth marks on it. Oh, if I take too long on this, I may do the thing, the unthinkable. Because I haven't done it so far for these new 3 games, but I may look up what the answer is. But so far, I'm still thinking, it's issued to the aquarium staff. Communication can also be, no, look, it just, this data, bloated head after death, there's no tooth marks there. I just realized there's a bruise there on his arm. Was it when he was trying to grab him? Like if he fell, and he's like, oh no, I gotta grab him, try to save his life. It's, like maybe he grabbed it from this ladder part? I don't know. Can't look at the evidence. I wish you could, like, blow up all evidence. Oh, kills with strainer. Shipley's data. That's either these two, right? Could be anything else. I presented both, and then none of them work. Now! I'll say a game over state, why not? Does he no longer for part of the trial? The defense's case is sufficient to overturn the prosecution's claims. Court finds the defendant Sasha Buckler guilty. No! I actually never saw a game over. Retry from the scene. Resume a save game. Zoom. Do have a saved game here, don't worry. Oh, la, 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 la. So I give up. I looked it up. Oh, a minute. So pressing the third statement does give me the info we need. And I was right about which piece of evidence, at least the 2 pieces. It was either Shipley's data or the killer whale. It was Shipley's data, but you have to press the first statement, which walkie-talkie be broke for real. I guess, I'm still, you could still say that either or, like this still says the walkie-talkie broke. It's a little ridiculous. Goof during cleaning time. It's still a contradiction to this. But let's press the. Let's do this already. I knew you were a jerk, sir. I didn't ask for help for all 2 of these games. Now I cave in? How dare you, sir? The walkie-talkie that the witness brought with him to court today may have been stolen from the victim, Mr. Jack Shipley. Aquarium may look like a band of pirates, but thievery? Arr. According to the defendant's statement, Mr. Shipley talked to her on his walkie-talkie before his death. However, no walkie-talkie was found near the victim's body. Methinks the police just didn't look hard enough. Besides, the captain's walkie-talkie wasn't broken. Be that not right? So his walkie-talkie has naught to do with mine. I'm not so sure if that's true. The victim fell to his death. It's quite possible his walkie-talkie broke in the fall. You stole the walkie-talkie after the victim's death, didn't you, Mr. Rhymes?
Silence.
I will not allow such leading questions, right, Dono? If you claim the walkie-talkie belonged to the victim, show me your evidence. Actually, it's getting cold. Hang on, let me just close the windows. Okay, sorry about that. Certainly, I plan on doing just that. Look at this. Look at those. Please look at these tooth marks here on the walkie-talkie. Tooth marks? Ah, yes, I see them. The victim's walkie-talkie was a keepsake that used to belong to Azura Summers, who died a year ago. These tooth marks were left by Orla when she carried Miss Summers in her mouth. If this is Mr. Shipley's walkie-talkie, then Mr. Rhymes' walkie-talkie is still unaccounted for, which means he could have used it to command the Orca after all. That's not all, Your Honor. The only one who could have taken the victim's walkie-talkie is the culprit himself. Arr. So, basically... yeah, I'm surprised they allowed him to keep Azura Summers' walkie-talkie. Oh, no. This is the same as his. Okay. This is Mr. Shipley's walkie-talkie. So we don't know where his is. So no, he did not keep her walkie-talkie. The fact that Mullen Rhymes had the victim's walkie-talkie is proof that he murdered Jack Shipley. Dude, why did you present this walkie-talkie? Like, bro? Sink me. Why didn't you just... Arrgh! Could you just break your old one? Anytime? You could have broken it beyond repair. Not so fast, Mr. Lawyer. What? He still won't admit it? This walkie-talkie be mine, says I. Then how do you explain the tooth marks on it? I've had many to run in with that orca myself, She bit me more than once, and me walkie-talkie too. Evidence of our fights are carved here into me body. Oh my goodness, I can clearly see tooth mark scars on your skin. What? Are those really scars from being bitten by Orla? Oh, yo, ho! Do you want answers? I got some. The scars from Orla, that's right. Them girl can put up a nasty fight. That orca bit me and left me scarred. Had a rep to protect, so I went in hard. So, Mr. Lawyer, I win just by being frank. And Orla, you get the plank. I can't let him run this show. I have to find a way to prove the walkie-talkie belonged to him. To the victim. And you can forget about fingerprints. I always keep my walkie-talkie clean and polished. This man had everything worked out before he even took the stand. I won't give up. There has to be a way. Mr. Wright, I found something interesting. The tooth marks on the walkie-talkie. Notice anything funny about them? Funny? Funny how? There's one that's odd. Something is different about them compared to the other tooth marks we've seen. One tooth is missing. The only other ones I remember are the ones on the practice dummy. It's just a tiny difference, but it might not even mean anything. Right now, we need to consider every possibility we can, no matter how small. If I can figure out what's different about the bite marks, maybe I can somehow prove Rhymes' walkie-talkie actually belonged to the victim. Think, Phoenix. You can turn everything around right here and now. Time to go in my mind palace! Time to review the facts we have so far. With the intent of killing Orla, Rhymes drained the show stage pool. But Rhymes failed to kill Orla, and instead, he tried to pin Shipley's murder on Orla. In order to manipulate Orla, Rhymes must have used a cell phone and a walkie-talkie. But the walkie-talkie Rhymes has is broken. I think it's the victim's walkie-talkie. The one he kept as a memento to Azura Summers. I have to find a way to prove that it is indeed the victim's walkie-talkie. Oh, so Shipley kept this one as a memento for his Zero Summers. Which piece of evidence left on the walkie-talkie could prove it belonged to the victim? The orca's tooth marks. Tooth marks on the walkie-talkie. We have two pieces of evidence with tooth marks, the walkie-talkie and the dummy. What's striking about these two pieces of evidence? The tooth marks are different. When I look closely, I see two different bite patterns. Two different variations, huh? Wasn't there a trick to Orla's that had two different variations as well? The show song! Two different songs. A year ago, the orca's song and teeth marks were different from what they are now. What could be the cause of these two inconsistencies? It's behind the fact that the orca's tooth marks and song were different a year ago. New teeth grew in, it was a different orca. She learned a new song. I guess new teeth then. Oh, even if new teeth grew in, that still wouldn't explain why the song was different. That would be like my voice changing to the second I lost my baby teeth. I guess so. I'd better go back to the drawing board. Did she learn a new song? No, if she learned a new song, that would go against my basis for the whole theory. Well, I can only sing one song. I can't start guessing everything now. I guess I need to think about this some more. Wait. It's a different orca? There are two different orcas. What? I'm starting to think there are two different orcas. The one a year ago and Orla now. And if the orca a year ago wasn't Orla, it means the bite marks on the walkie-talkie isn't Orla's, like Grimes said it was. Now I can finally prove the walkie-talkie belongs to the victim. I'm sorry. What? Excuse me? Mr. Rice, you appear to be lost in thought there. Is everything alright? I just realized something astonishing, Your Honor. What the fuck's going on? Your face is what's astonishing, right, Dunno? Your rudeness is what's astonishing, Prosecutor Blackwell. What is the astonishing thing you realized? Until just now, I thought the orca at Ship Shape Aquarium a year ago, and Orla, were the same orca. However, two inconsistencies led me to a new fact. And that fact is that there might be two Ora Shipleys. Huh? What? Two different orcas? That's impossible. Order in the court! Explain yourself. What is the basis for this preposterous claim? The orca show song a year ago and the one now are different. I believe it's because the orca a year ago was a different orca. Two different orcas, two different songs. It explains the show song contradiction. What the Bilgewater talk? I don't understand. I'm talking about the truth. Truth that will finally catch you out in your lies. You claim that the tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were Orla's, but that's not true. The two different bite mark patterns on the walkie-talkie and on the dummy proves this. What? Two different patterns, you say?
Silence.
While I can see there is a possibility that two different orcas exist, bite mark patterns alone are not proof enough. I want more conclusive evidence. Alright, I will show you conclusive evidence then. He wants to see evidence other than the bite mark patterns, does he? Double objections. The orca a year ago and Orla have different songs and different teeth. Don't I have two videos on hand that can use to compare those differences? I will now submit two videos with which the different songs and teeth can be compared. That one. and this one. Which takes a while. So these are the two videos.
Take
The
that!
TV phone. Here is the other.
Take that!
Please compare these two videos. One from a year ago and one recent. As discussed, the two orcas are singing two different songs. Please also pay special attention to the appearance of the two orcas' teeth. How exactly do you claim their teeth are different? Let's look for shots in the two videos where the orcas' teeth are shown. There they are. Also, Miss Shipley's butt in the frame. How did she sit on that? Incredible balance. This is Orla in the recent video of the Swashbuckler Spectacular Pirate Show. As you can see, she has all of her teeth. What a healthy smile she has. I'm a bit envious. Next, let's look at the TV phone video from a year ago. One's missing. Just as I thought, their teeth are different. Oh, I believe this smile looks a little different from the one we saw a moment ago. As you can see, the orca from a year ago has one tooth that's broken off. Oh! If the teeth are different, then... Yes, if the teeth are different, they, of course, leave different bite mark patterns. The whale? Maybe. What happened to the other whale? On the practice of you can see Orla's uniform pattern with all teeth intact. Did they kill her? Because of a murder? And on the walkie-talkie? Well, why didn't anyone ever tell me that? Did they not know? Except for the captain? And on the walkie-talkie, you can see that one tooth is missing from the pattern. Oh, I see it! Just like the smile of the orca in last year's video. Tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were not made by the orca we know as Orla. They were made a year ago by a different orca. Two different orcas? I can't believe it. That sucks for him, man. He did all of this revenge to get back at an orca whale that just isn't the right one. Oh my god. The statement that the tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were from Orla was a lie. The truth is, this walkie-talkie was stolen from the victim, Jack Shipley. And the only person who could have stolen it is the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes. No, you got it all wrong. It be all the fault of that orca. He's lost at sea. He got it all wrong. Blimey! Oh, what's happening? It'd be the orca's fault. This can't be. Ah! I can't believe this man drowned on land. Tragic. Once again, I'm too weak to help anybody. Well, it would appear we should hear more from the defendant about Orr Shipley. Sasha Buckler. Yes, Captain Judge? Is what Mr. Wright claims true? Are there two different orcas? The secret that Ship-Shape Aquarium was hiding was about Orla, wasn't it? Dr. Crab told me to focus on the orca song. He hinted it would be a clue. Phoenix is right. The one we call Orla is the second Orra Shipley. There actually used to be two orcas at the Ship-Shape Aquarium. I used to call the first Orra Shipley Just Aura for short. Aura and Orla are sisters. The captain rescued them both when they got beached on the shore. That's why. Okay, that's why they're two different fucking names for this character. But Orla was in bad shape, and the ship's doctor had to look after her for a long time. Both orcas loved the captain, so we decided to keep them on the ship-shape aquarium. Why didn't you say anything about there being two orcas? Well, because after the accident a year ago, Aura was put down. What? Aura is dead? No! Yeah. The Center for Dangerous Animal Control demanded it. Apparently the captain and the ship's doctor begged them. Put the first one down. So please leave the second one alone, they said. Anyway, after the accident a year ago, the captain told us he was gonna put Orla in the pirate show as Aura Shipley. He asked us to keep quiet about Aura's death until the time was right. Oof. Oh, that... Jeez, this is all tragic. Goodness. If they weren't quiet about it, they announced it just like a day earlier. Marlon probably been like, oh. Then I guess my revenge has been done. I don't need to do this anymore. God. What a surprising and complex tale. Did all Ship Aquarium employees know about this? No. Just a select few of us. Mr. Rhymes, did you know about this? Of course not. How would I? Tell me, Mr. Rhymes, did you plan on killing Orla from the start? Yeah. I planned to do it during the cleaning, so I drained the pool. I figured if I didn't do something about that beast, Sasha's life was in danger. Sasha trusted that orca just as much as Azura did. I wanted to protect her. I couldn't help Azura, so I felt like protecting Sasha was the least I could do. My duty. Oh man. I built up my strength, so I'd be ready to kill the orca. I even fought with sharks. Oh my god. The captain realized my plan and tried to save the orca. And that is why you killed Jack Shipley. Ah, now the report from the crime lab finally makes sense. Report from the crime lab? It says that he died and then the head injury was after. In court yesterday, you will recall I showed a photo of the victim lying on his back. According to the lab, the bruise on the victim's right wrist was Rhymes' handprint. His handprint? I didn't know how it fit with the case until I heard Rhymes' story just now. But now, we can imagine the reason for it being there. Rhymes must have made the handprint when he fought with the victim over the orca. Handprint made during the struggle. I don't care what happens to me anymore. I deserve the death penalty. I'm the one that killed the captain. Please give Sasha her not guilty verdict. Huh. You accept your defeat well, I see. Let me be your guide to hell. Get on with the verdict, your baldness. Oof. It would seem that there's some presidential trial that began with an orca as a defendant has finally come to a close. Sasha is saved. Orla's gonna be so happy. Sasha's not guilty verdict is coming. Why do I still have this strange, nagging feeling? Rhymes' handprint on the victim's right wrist? Was it really the result of a deadly struggle over the orca? I can't shake the feeling that handprint has some other hidden meaning. No, it's the guy I predicted before. He hung from the ladder and tried to save him. Is this trial going to end without revealing the whole truth? Is he just covering it up? Does he feel so guilty that he's like, I don't really care? Very well, let's go and find the defendant. Sasha Buckler. Hold it! Woo! That face is so dumb. Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict. Mr. White, what is the meaning of it? You won! Hang on. Just one last piece of thing. I would like to further explore this new evidence the prosecution just submitted. Well, what complaint do you have? You're about to get your not guilty verdicts. I see no need to further prolong this trial, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, we still don't know the entire truth of this case. This unnatural handprint Mr. Rhymes left on the victim's right wrist. I don't think it was the result of a fight between the two men. The result of a fight? Then what do you suggest it was? Boss, what are you doing? Do you remember that evidence we found at the show stage? The evidence? What evidence? That mysterious mark might likely be the key to understanding the whole case. Your Honor, the defense would like to submit evidence that will expose the truth of this case. A mysterious piece of evidence that pairs with Mr. Rhymes' unnatural handprint. I'm gonna save just in case, because I don't have any more health anymore. Even though if I fail, it's like, oh, well, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna declare your defendant you're found guilty now because you brought this up.
Take that!
Marlon Rhymes left behind a very unusual set of fingerprints at the show stage. In what way were they unusual? They were right-handed prints on the left side of a ladder. If one were to grasp the ladder in the same way as the prints, it would look like this. Looks like the ladder is being grasped from above. Exactly, Your Honor. And the handprint on the victim's wrist shows it was held with a powerful grip. Marlon Rhymes grasped the show stage ladder in an unnatural pose. If he was gripping the victim's wrist in this position. Gripping the victim's wrist? Then he must have been... It means Mr. Rhymes was actually... That's right. And we coupled the unnatural handprint with the mysterious fingerprints. We see that Marlon Rhymes was trying to save the victim's life. What? Rhymes, why didn't you say that? Stop trying to get yourself a death penalty. But that can't be. It's impossible. Why don't we ask Mr. Rhymes himself? Yeah. Mr. Rhymes, we want to hear the truth directly from you. Come on, man, don't lie. I gotta hand it to you, Mr. Lowe. You got skills. Why'd you have to figure it out? Doesn't matter what happens to me anymore. I'm ready to die. So is this what the defense claiming true? The captain, he found out I drained the show stage pool. He rushed to the side of the pool, frantic to put some water in for the orca. And then he slipped. Captain, give me your left hand! No, Marlon, you'll fall too! Forgive me, Marlon. I didn't realize what deep pain you were in. But, please don't blame Orla. It's nobody's fault. Not Orla's. And not yours. Oh man. Captain! Oh, tragic. It was accidental death. So Jack Shipley's death was accidental. Why didn't you tell us that you didn't kill the victim? Literally could have avoided this entire trial. Because I have no right to live anymore. I had to get the death penalty. The captain died because of me. And then on top of it all, I used his body to frame Orla. I was gonna kill Orla, and she wasn't even to blame. She didn't do anything wrong.
The only thing I can do now is pay for it with all with my life. I can't do anything. I couldn't save the captain. I couldn't avenge Azura's death. Mr. Rhymes, you have the wrong idea about Miss Summer's death. Not even the first Aura Shipley was responsible for her dying. Aura, of her own accord, was trying to save Miss Summer's life. I don't think that's gonna make him feel better. I think that'll make him feel worse. What? What are you talking about? Azura Summers suffered from a heart condition, but she didn't tell anyone. She performed in the pirate show anyway. She had a heart attack and died before anyone could save her, even though heart attacks affect your arms and not your chest, but okay. I'm sure she didn't think Aura attacked her. There's nothing to avenge. No way. A heart condition? She never said a word about it. Maybe she didn't want you to worry about her. So I wanted to get revenge all this time. For nothing. Oof. What a tragic trial. So another case was a murder. Not a year ago, and not this time either. Oh, we wasted our time here, okay. Well, your responsibility in this matter is great, but I believe you can be rehabilitated. Marlon, you better come back to Ship Aquarium when you're done, you hear? Orla and everybody will be waiting for you. Damn. You still have a lot to offer, Mr. Rhymes. Live your life and never give up. For the sake of those who are gone as well. I promise to make up for what I've done. Even if it takes me my whole life. Mr. Right. Sasha. Thank you. Oh, poor Marlon. Drew fucking did so much. He went through an entire revenge arc, and I was like, oh, that ruined my entire life. Whoa. Anyway, I'm tearing up. That's a tragic trial. Well, I have seen countless trials, but never one that ended like this. I don't know how, Mr. Right, but you always seem to manage to turn things around. I think all this excitement has taken a few years off my life. Is that praise or a diss? You're gonna do a diss track, sir? Now then, this court finds the defendant, Sasha Buckler. No one's gonna interrupt me this time. Not guilty. Yeah! Yeah! Court is now adjourned. July 22nd, 5:11 p.m. At the aquarium. Congratulations on your win. Thank you for all your help today, Pearls. All I did was have fun with Orla. What up, Orla? Glad you're off of murder. Orla, I'm back. Oh, I missed you, girl. Oh, I'm so happy for you and Orla, Sasha. Everything turned out great. Phoenix, Adina, I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Orla and I are both really grateful. I'll now act out me gratitude with a little performance. Arr! Miss Orca Lover, don't you think you'd better take care of your health first? Alright, fine, I promise. No more shows until I'm better. I don't want anybody to worry about me after all. Good. I'm glad that's settled. Hey, buddy. Mr. Lawyer. You just had to blab every single one of the aquarium secrets, didn't you? My bad. I'm sorry, Dr. Crab. Nah, that's alright. I'm glad. It's kind of hard to tell. Although thanks to you, they now know we're using an illegal torpedo system. But I think we'll be able to wiggle out of serious repercussions. Somehow. Yeah, somehow. That writer lady is advocating for us, saying the law itself is to blame. She said she's gonna look into getting the law changed. Wow. Go, Mr. Bloom. Sure is a powerhouse. Thank you, Mr. Bloom. There's one thing you didn't figure out, by the way. Keep this to yourself, will you? We don't want it getting out publicly. Remember that appointment I had written down on my calendar? Oh, you mean meet the captain at the Orca Pool at 7 a.m. That note meant the Orca Pool of the submarine aquarium, not ship shapes. Oh, you were over there. That's right. That's where you took that trip. What? Why were you supposed to meet there? Jack and I. Is Aura not dead? Did you lie about Aura? We visited the submarine aquarium once a month. Any idea why? To get a dolphin therapy treatment? No, silly! Remember I told you? Jack and I were against putting the orca down from the start. What? You mean... We just pretended to put the first Aura Shipley down. Submarine aquarium is harboring her for us. What? Oh, so talk about large amounts of money you were paying them. Oh, so yeah, those were the large amounts of money, yeah. Once a month, the owner and the vet disappeared from this aquarium, and I came to find out that each time a large amount of money was being paid out. You were paying for Aura's care. You won't believe how much fish orcas eat. Now that it's been proven she was innocent all along, I think we can bring her back soon. Until then, keep it under your head, okay? Nice. Huh? What was he telling you about? Oh, you weren't there. We were having... He took me aside in this conversation, okay. Oh, nothing much. By the way, Orla wants to give you her little celebratory prize. Is it fish? Orla, what you gonna give me, girl? Orla specifically requested that you give it to her, Phoenix. Alright, fine. Let's see, what can I give her? Fish. Fish.
Take that!
Orla, it's coming a day late, but congratulations on your verdict. Oh. Oh, come here. Phoenix, please. Oh my. Aren't you lucky? Haha. That's Orla's best trick. The thank you kiss trick. Oh. Oh, Orla. I want to be next. That's it, huh? And so the curtain fell on my first trial in years. I'm looking forward to the comeback of Sasha and Orla's swashbuckler spectacular. After all, I made a comeback of my own as a lawyer. A few months later. Oh, are we actually coming here? Question mark. Time. Question mark. Oh, just after the game ended. It's been a while since I visited the Ship-Shape Aquarium. Now that Sasha has recovered from her illness, she's performing today. There's still some time before the show starts. I think I'll wander a bit. Hi, Phoenix. Hope you enjoyed the show today. The orcas are excited and ready to go. Oh, I'm sure I'll enjoy... Wait a minute. Did you say orcas? As in plural? Yep. Let me show you. It's our sisters! Wait, what, two orders? Don't tell me. Yep, you caught it right. Aura Shipley the First has returned to the Ship-Shape Aquarium. We be the three pirate sisters. Arr. We'll be out to stop evil Scalawag League, led by Red Stash and the giant octopus. Well, I don't want to get in the way of their rehearsal. Guess I'd better go. Well, if it isn't the Blue Boy, did you come for my book signing? Oh, Mr. Bloom. Is it book signing? Here? Yes, my new book is just out. It's called Ship-Shape Aquarium. Don't pull the plug. The book signing will be held here in this room. After all, the vet owes me a favor. I mean, I guess. Yeah, she got them to approve the use of the torpedo. I'm grateful. But why does she keep coming back to my lab to bother me every single day? My next book will be entitled Sniper. The Penguin Leaves the Nest. Oh my god. Sniper's getting a book. Great. Ah, stop this cacophony. Why am I surrounded by carping females? Eee, Dr. Crab gets all the ladies. I guess I'll leave him to it. Oops, it's almost time for the show. Where have you been, Daddy? Polly and Adina already went in. While we were waiting, I bought some souvenirs to take back to the village. Sorry to keep you waiting. I bet they'll love your souvenirs back home, Pearls. Right away. I hear a certain someone is going to be in today's show. A certain someone? I wonder who it could be. Oh, it's almost time. The show's just about to start. Alright, let's go to the show stage then. Yo, Apollo! God, it's been forever since I've seen you. I saved you all seats, Mr. Wright. Oh, I can't believe I get to see the show again. I'm so happy. I'm gonna dive in the pool. You better not. I think they'd call security. You're welcome in the pool anytime, Adina, but Red Stash is the best swimmer of all. Huh? Who have you got playing Red Stash's role? Oh my god, is it Marlin? Sasha, Orla, Ola, ready to go! Hey, I know that voice. Yep, you may know it. Marlin is back, and he's playing the role of Red Stash. It be the new Swashbuckler Spectacular. Hope you enjoy it, me buckos. Is there an actually animated cutscene on this? Did they give him the budget to do it? Oh no, I don't think it is.
And so, our pirates set sail for bluer seas.
I only got the voice actor to say something.
As for me, I set foot into the world of law once more as a full-time lawyer.
Well, that was a nice ending. I think it was a little shaky in the beginning, but I think that case was really good. What the fuck is this? You've unlocked a special bonus in the music and background saying DD commemorative Minoboshita. Hang on, what is this? There it is. What is this? It's fighting. Oh my god, look at that. I got a judge there? Oh man, Ace Attorney fighting game. I got that sad ass rhino. That's great though. Can we rate him as a joke for laughs? Yeah, why not? This is the end of it though. This is the end of the stream. But thank you everyone for coming by. This was great. We finished Dual Destinies. That is goodness. It's a bit of a mixed bag entirely of a game, but I think overall I did enjoy it. There was definitely a lot of highs more than lows. Where they take certain characters, you know. I already explained how all the credits were rolling for episode 5. But, you know, I feel like Apollo gets sidelined. Even in this DLC case, Apollo was just like, hey, yo, I'm back here. Even joke about him being a side character, just not in his own trilogy. It's a little weird. As much as I love Athena, kind of her introducing her in general does kind of mean like they have to push some characters away, which, you know, is weird. It's not the best idea, I feel, but I think overall the story works. I think most of the cases are very fun, and yeah, this one was really good. This was a nice DLC case. I'm glad that they included it in the whole bundle. Thank you for saying Wheel of a Time birthday. Yes, that is true. As in for next time. So there's this thing. This is the third one. I've had thoughts about whether or not I would do this immediately after. Cause this girl's dancing. Apollo's there. Hey, what do you know? Cause like Dawn Show comes out in like a month. And I could definitely beat this in a month. I probably could. As long as it's not as long. I don't know what that guy is. But I also thought about like postponing this and attempting to stream Final Fantasy IX, which is what FF14 Dawn Trail is based on. And then I'd play Dawn Trail, and then after that I'd play this. I don't know. I maybe make like a vote on it on Twitter on whether or not I'll do that. I probably will play Spirit of Justice. I'll garner an opinion on that. But for now, this is it. We'll definitely play this sometime soon. Also a pretty jazzy theme.